Welcome, everybody, to Suzail, the capital of Cormyr, seat of power, home to numerous noble and merchant families. An old city with many masks, full of secrets, stories, and syndicates. On the surface, it's home to the king, Knights of the Purple Dragon, and a booming shipyard. But as the sun sets on the capital, across the nation, strange things peek from their shadows, daring to cross over. You enter a nondescript building on the east side of town, just north of Suzail's jail, referred to as the lockup. If someone hadn't been told, they wouldn't know the difference between this building and a defunct business. If any windows remain on the first floor, you wouldn't know because of the boards covering them. With the exception of the heavy-duty door, purposefully made to look weathered and ignored, this is a place you wouldn't ever give a second look. After entering, you see a half-elf in plain clothes sitting at the front desk. Pulling a strand of hair from their face, their eyes glance up momentarily from their book to check you out before returning to the pages, along with a sideways smirk. Heading to the left and then back, you make your way down the hallway without doors. Just before you reach the end, a shimmer appears before you, revealing a set of stairs going down. They're wood, rickety, and surprisingly long. Much longer than anyone would expect a set of cellar stairs to be. You think about this every time you go down the stairs. After setting foot on the floor, stone, cemented together and mostly smooth and level, several torches spring to life, illuminating the room. You see your desks in a large open area to your left, and looking back ahead, you see another door to an internal room that has a window that faces an open area. The boss's office. It's not warm or cold, dry or humid, too dark or too light. The room is neither too big nor too small, and no matter how many times you measure the dimensions, you aren't sure under which building this is located. But it's your home away from home, your office, the agency. Good morning, welcome. Please describe your desks for the viewers. We'll start with Varen.
Desk is very tidy, not sparse, but everything has its place. There is a pile of papers to the left of already filed jobs and things that they have taken care of. And in front of them is a small pencil tray with a little container for whatever sundry office supplies is needed.
All right, let's actually move down to Kren.
Kren's desk is exactly the opposite. It is an absolute disaster, but a beautiful disaster. There is scrolls everywhere, folders all over the map, large pieces of what appears to be at some point maps. But in the far right hand corner are a collection of flasks. One is in particular is very like white oak, and then another kind of the opposite, very dark. And yeah, it's a complete disaster piece. But right at the top of the mound is a kind of a small picture of a small female green dragonborn.
All right. Let's go over to Sarah.
Sarah's desk is probably like right next to Varen's, and doesn't have a lot of paperwork on it. It's just mainly covered in plants of all shapes and sizes, and just lots of greenery, and like you can tell that there's like bright florals. There's this big green fern that just like takes off one whole side of the desk, and there's this little space that maybe you could do paperwork in if you tried really hard, but probably not.
Okay. Finally, let's go over to Dusk.
So Dusk's desk is stacked fairly high with a number of different books of varying sizes, languages, etc. The desk itself sits fairly close to the exit, the closest to the ones there. And the books are stacked high enough so that if he's crouching, you're not quite sure if he's there or not, especially since he's right next to the front door. On the desk itself, there's a few papers, a few odds and ends, a pencil cup, about half full of pencils, half full of crossbow bolts. And in a waste paper basket at the foot of his desk, there's a whole bunch of office mandated reports that have just been chucked.
Okay, nice. And finally, sitting in the boss's office. Remrem, please describe your office.
All right. So my office, I haven't quite made it home yet. I'm going to be working on that. I do have, as I requested when I was transferred over here, I have just a regular wooden desk. I also have a bookshelf, but right now it's empty. And then I also have a bunch of like moss and vines and everything like that up around my walls, which was one of my conditions for moving over here, is that my office had to feel very naturey. It needed to have kind of that green feel, that woodsy feel. Otherwise, I was just never going to like it. But I do plan on making it more of a home. I just plan on bringing those things in a little bit at a time as I get to know my coworkers a little bit better.
Nice. Quickly, what we will do, go around, just tell us a quick snippet about your character, so that the people watching have an idea of what they're visualizing and playing. So let's start with Varen.
Would you want us to like read our quick character profile?
Yeah,
or
that's perfect.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's a perfect use of that.
Awesome. Hello. My name is. To be fair, I haven't figured out if it's Varen or Varen. We're still workshopping. I don't know. We'll try them both. I'm playing Varen Thavar, they, them. I am 157 years old and stand 7'7" tall. I'm the party's invoker. When people first see me, they notice my long limbs, glowing eyes, and protective stance. I wear gleaming armor and my hair in braids and move with a singular purpose. I am from a forest village where my people are known for adherence to ancient traditions. I believe in justice, but my wrathful side can get in my way, and I dream of finding my own corner of the world to make my own.
Cool. Kren, let's move. Let's go down to Kren.
Sure. So, Kren is a 42-year-old green dragonborn, standing about 6'2". He's actually also an invoker, but shaded a little differently. When folks see me, they first notice, obviously, the green dragonborn scales, but these truth-seeking, yellowish-brown reptilian eyes with a cornpipe always alight, with a white oak mandolin to the back. I also wear these large dark slacks with a large overcoat, kind of going all the way down to near my near the ground almost. And I move a lot more leisurely, and a little slower, but very confidently. I'm from Timothere originally, where my people are known for a highly militaristic lifestyle, but that's not really my style. Justice is absolutely what I believe in, but every once in a while, also my wrathful side can get a little bit in the way. As far as dreams go, retirement.
Excellent. All right, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah Miramare, and I use she, they pronouns. I'm 29 years old, and I stand about 5'10" tall. I am the party's naturalist, and when people see me, they first notice my iridescent skin, radiant smile, and bursting energy. I wear a long, layered tunic, homemade charm, and move with music in my feet. I'm from a remote forest village where my people are known for enduring a great tragedy. I believe in pleasure, but my people-pleasing side can get in my way. I dream of bringing my family back together.
Oh no.
It's never gonna happen.
No.
Everyone's looking up, Millhouse.
Oh no.
I know.
The unattainable dream. And then let's transition that to dusk.
Oh boy.
I'm Shadows at Dusk, aka Dusk. I'm 46 years old, a black tabaxi, stand about 6'2". I'm the party's grizzled spy. When people see me, if they see me, which is rare, they first notice my silvery eyes, black fur, and expressive whiskers. I wear worn leather armor, a hooded cloak, and I move with lithe grace. I'm from just outside Suzail, where my people are known for stealth and cunning. I believe in cold, hard facts, but my mystical side can get in the way. And much like my longtime partner, I also dream of retirement.
And finally, the new boss, Rem.
Okay. I'd like to apologize for the terrible joke that I put in here because I did not realize I would be reading this aloud to human beings.
Do
So,
it.
We love it.
We love
I
it so
am
much
Rem.
already.
I am Rem, she, her. I am young years old and I stand 5'2". I'm the party's wizard. When people see me, they notice first my youthful glow, my bright hair, and of course my clipboard. I wear all of the gothic goodness and animals as accessories, and I move with kind of an awkward grace. I'm from the woods, where my people are known for keeping secrets. I believe in order, but my chaotic good side can get in the way. I dream of Jeannie. I thought just Corey was gonna see it.
Good night,
Too
everybody.
good not to.
It's so good.
Great run. Thanks for having us.
Yep. Done.
Boom.
Done. Game's over.
This is the agency.
Welcome to the
Thanks
series
for
finale.
joining
Yes, done.
I'm sorry, Maddie. What was that? Canceled? Canceled?
Fun pilot canceled. All right. So you guys have come down the stairs. It is the morning after the incident with the ghost ship. And yeah, you've all kind of straggled in from the various parts of Suzail that you're from. And here you are. You do happen to notice that for Dusk, Sarah, Krenbris, and Varen/Varen, we will decide later. The four of you, when you come in, have come in to see that Rem is already in her office, and she's kind of, already put up this moss and like plant wall on the back. So that's the setting, and that's how you guys come in. Who's down the stairs first?
I think it's a race to the bottom between Dusk and Kren, to be honest.
You guys want retirement? I don't think so. I'm gonna win.
All right, so you guys, that's fine. So go ahead. You head to your desks that you've already so aptly described. Now the only difference is that Sarah, you were not there yesterday.
No.
You had a personal matter to attend to, and everyone else is kind of come in. So
I'm just gonna water my plants.
Dusk looks over at Krenbris, nods to boss's office with the lights on and everything hung already, and just goes, "Go get her."
Am I the one that lost the bet?
I think the office did. Hey, Zara, how'd that thing work out yesterday? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I took care of it. It's great.
Oh no. I see someone had their caffeine already.
That is just how they always are.
I can't help the
Awesome.
fact that you wake up on the wrong side of the bed almost every day.
Who says I have a bed?
Then maybe you just wake up wrong.
Yeah. Maybe you need a plant. Do you need a plant?
Like the longest sigh. All right. I'll humor you. What sort of plant would you recommend?
Well, let's think. You're very grumpy, so you need something that's going to be able to withstand the anger and that you won't kill immediately. Let me look. And then she just literally starts looking at her desk at all the plants.
To be fair, I think that grumpiness gives me a bit of an edge, so I don't know if that's really the greatest of moves.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. And she's continuing to look through.
I'm assuming I can hear this. Can I hear this properly?
Yes,
I can hear this.
absolutely.
I'm going to yell down the hallway and be like, give him a succulent. They're pointy and you can't really kill them.
Oh, good idea. And literally like into a desk drawer, pulls out a succulent.
My gaze kind of goes back to Dusk. So I didn't need to go get her at all. She was listening the whole damn time.
That's not what I meant. She's a go-getter.
Oh.
Is this the one you were telling me about, Lauren? The new
Yes,
boss?
the new boss. Conjured a crocodile.
That's right. That's cool.
That part was cool.
A plus. Yep.
Did you not get along?
Oh no, it was swimmingly.
I'm gonna walk over to the coffee station, fill an urn. Who's in on this? Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, so when you grab it's a kind of a terracotta looking pitcher, and Dusk, you and Kren know this because you've been here for so long, that you basically just speak to it what you want to pour, and then you can pour it out that way.
Okay. 4 cups, extra black.
Make sure it doesn't do that accidental potion of fire breath shot like last time.
Don't do that thing.
It can do that.
That would be
Yeah.
cool, right?
The office looks a lot newer than it used to because about 7 or 8 months ago, there was a bit of a incident.
How much paperwork did you have to fill out?
0.
Nice thing
What do
about
you-
fire, gets rid of all the paperwork.
It's not, did you fill out? I think it was, did you supposed to fill out? I think it's supposed to fill out. That's the question you should have asked, Varn. How much paperwork are they supposed to fill out?
That's why we're on. That was boss 14, I believe.
I'm going to go say hi to the new boss.
Here, take your coffee.
Okay. And then I think that Zara will yell down the hall, do you like anything in your coffee?
Yeah, I like it flavored like caramel.
Oh, do we have any?
Here. Caramel. Oh, flavored coffee.
Just caramel.
It's just like a little bit drips out
Just
before
like-
I remember. Yeah.
slowly
Oh shit!
going. Anticipating the slow drop of caramel.
And actually, Zara, give me your coffee back. Decaf.
No.
It's probably
You don't need it.
intelligence. Yep. Yeah.
You're not my mom. And we'll literally just walk down.
Varn will go to say something to that and then not.
We'll walk down the hallway with the coffee.
It's not really
You,
a hallway. It's basically
well,
like,
like what
you
yeah,
guys
like-
are sitting there in an open
Oh.
space, and then
Oh,
there's
and it's
this
just off
big
that.
window in her door,
Okay.
like, right off that. So
Okay, we'll go to her
Awesome.
door.
you can see the window
I'll
like
join.
into her office when she doesn't have the shades down.
And we'll knock.
As they're getting ready to come in, I'm in there and I actually would like to go ahead and cast Gate really quick. It allows me to bind myself to the room that I'm currently in. It has to belong to me or a member of the party, and I'm guessing my office technically belongs to me.
Mhm.
And this is my circle. So I'm gonna bind myself to this room real quick just to get the day going.
Okay.
And so after that cost me not $1.
One adventure point. One adventure point.
One adventure.
$1.
$1.
You're raising charity.
$1.
$1.
The folks at Quest were like, wait, what? It's going back through the...
$1.
This is an agency buck. One agency buck.
One agency buck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, I will open my door up and whoever wants to come in can come on in.
I'll come in. Hi. I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you. I
It's
brought you
nice to meet
coffee.
too. Oh, gosh. Thank you. And I take the coffee and I hold it with both hands because my fingers are always very cold. So I need something to warm them up.
I heard you're the new boss. I'm really excited.
Oh, well, I'm pretty excited too. I gotta tell you, you're all a little bit of a handful, or at least they were when we were out on that ghost ship. Have they told you anything about that? I'm sorry that you weren't there. I wish you could have been.
Oh, it's okay. I had things I had to take care of in town. But Byron told me a little bit about it. I heard you conjured a crocodile.
I did, but because I had to. Because someone thought it would be funny to play some tricks on the new boss and go across the water onto the ghost ship, unsupervised, mind you. And they thought that it was okay because I told them not to go in the water. And they said, oh, well, we didn't touch the water. We just got on.
Oh, it was Crenbris, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It was
oh,
Cren
yeah,
and
yeah,
the kitty.
yeah,
The two
yeah.
of them.
Oh. That's
I
full
mean-
on just giggling.
Orders are orders,
You
as
called-
they say.
You called Dusk Kitty? What?
Oh, I call him Kitty all the time. Why do you think he leaves all of his paperwork in piles that he doesn't do? I mean, he's got to get back at me somehow.
I'm walking in at this. I'll say, remind me to call the home office about sensitivity training too on that one, boss. Sit down in a chair.
Varn will come in afterwards, sipping coffee and kind of lean against the wall.
Yep.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
I'll kind of stand in the doorway, lean up
And I'm going
against
to be
it.
sitting on top of my desk so that I have a little bit of height. I was imagined it if I was a teacher in real life, I would sit on my desk so that I could. Yeah.
Good morning.
I like it.
It's awesome.
So yeah, has everybody recovered all right from our adventures?
Physically, yes. I'm still mulling over the details of everything. But yeah.
Okay. Well, if we need any support, you all can come to me for that. We get a little touchy-feely, and I look over at Dusk just to kind of see how he's reacting over there.
Whiskers twitching ever so slightly.
But we do, unfortunately, still have work to do. Corey, is this the part where I can present the case?
Yeah, before you do that, though, I just want to say that you do relay, you've gotten some information that and now I'm blanking. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. The Nagpa that you guys had captured, it has been taken to the lockup, and it's currently being held there for interrogation. So the city has taken over its keep, and it's sitting in jail right now. So
I
you've
forgot
relayed
about
to
that little
everyone.
nerd.
Yeah, you've relayed that to everyone, Rem. But yeah, now you can go ahead and say what you want to say.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that little nerd in lockup, we could go investigate that a little bit more. I do think probably the city has good control over it for now, and we do have a slightly pressing issue. Which one would you like? Would you like to hear about that, or do you all want to go explore the jail?
If there's a pressing issue, I feel we should be made aware.
Right. Plus,
Okay.
I pretty much have the jail memorized at this point. So,
Shiny, yes.
Oh, good. That'll come in handy. So yesterday, before I was left on the beach alone, the reason that I came in so late was because I had a meeting with somebody. Someone was sent over to me named Jacinta Otranto.
Otranto. Mhm.
And she came over with her two children, ages 8 and 6. They moved into a house about 3 months ago, so they haven't been there very long, but weird things have already started happening to them. It started out with some very minor stuff, just like some baskets moving, maybe a doorknob jiggling when it shouldn't, things that you can kind of write off a little bit. But it has apparently escalated, and it has escalated enough that the agency thinks this is something that we should look into. They didn't give me a whole lot of details because I was told that all of my people were on a beach in the middle of the ocean and I needed to go find them immediately as well. So we don't have a lot to go on, but this is a person who needs our help, and she does have 2 young children.
so we need to go interview this lass and see what's going on.
I think so. I think it's probably also a good idea if we actually go physically into the house, if there is some kind of a presence there or something like that. I mean, we probably...
When you say presents, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like pixies or like sprites or
Spirits.
brownies?
Could be. It could be. That's the thing, folks, is it could be any of these things. And it's our job to figure out what it is with very limited information.
Right.
How far away is this establishment?
So the Otranto house is on the southwest side of the city, so it's a little bit. So where you guys are basically the southeast side, it's across town directly. You could make a side stop at Kren's house if you wanted to, but it's not a direct route to Kren's house.
Got it.
It'd take you probably 20 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of walking to get there. Yeah, maybe 20.
All right. I guess we could do a little bit of walking since we did a little bit of teleporting yesterday. Why don't we
Yeah,
maybe
why
grab
walk?
some- I mean, I don't know, but I figured it was more of a leisurely. What's the weather like, Corey?
So winter has been setting in. Yesterday was surprisingly like kind of a warm day, like one of those oddball warm days, but it's back to being a little bit on the colder side.
My favorite.
A little overcast, but it's not raining currently.
Well, that's why we have coats. But did you have another particular mode of transportation you were considering?
Oh, I thought I'd fly. I could meet you there.
Oh, well, la dee da.
Well, since I just met you, perhaps I should try to fly with you so that maybe we shouldn't fly alone and we should have a buddy system. What do we think about that?
Yeah, you never fly alone.
Who would do
Okay,
such a thing?
can you become a bird?
I can't become a bird, but I do have, and I pull it out from the corner, this untamed magical broom that I truly hope works, because if not, we're going to be in trouble. Because I can't
Over
have you
this
flying
island.
up by yourself.
Did you say untamed?
Well, it's not tamed yet. I mean,
Is it alive?
I like my things a little feral, and I start petting the moss on the walls to indicate the feralness that I like.
I think Sarah, look at you like I know you're new and everything, but you like okay. I know I come across like super young and like, but like you read my case file, right?
Uh-huh.
So you know what we did before we came here, right?
Uh-huh. I do.
And so you're worried about me flying them myself?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm also worried about you flying by yourself.
I'm not.
Not
Yeah,
for it.
Plus, it gives me a bird's eye view over all of these other little hooligans, you see. So it's not just about you.
Oh, okay.
I promise I need less supervision than the rest of them.
It's true.
I'm actually inclined to believe you.
It's a sliding scale.
I file my paperwork on time.
You do that. That is true. You are the one person who turns it in on time. No gravy stains on it. No,
It's
I eat
actually
biscuits and gravy
tobacco.
for breakfast. I'm sorry.
Don't turn it
I'm
in.
very
You can't stain
Midwestern.
it.
Yeah, no.
Dust beat me to
no,
it.
Yeah, no tobacco with no alcohol on it. It's not on fire when you turn it in. So
Well, just wait longer. Yeah, fire.
So that I see. You did catch the fire breath portion of the drinking station.
Has its uses.
Talk about an orientation, if you will.
So I need to actually roll for my broom.
So are you
It's
okay?
beautiful.
So you guys are going outside.
Let's roll! Yay!
So you guys
Yeah,
are gonna
we're
go
holding
outside?
dice.
Okay. So you guys go back up the stairs and you go back down that hallway. You go out the front door and you pass the half elf. They don't even look up. And you go out the front door and you're standing out in front of this decrepit.
I feel like I
looking
really
building.
need to know who the half elf is.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Corey, I really need to know.
Of course.
As Sarah
because
really
You brought it
needs
up a
to
second
know.
time. We need to
Yes.
know.
It's an NPC. That's what players focus on.
Sarah needs to know everyone.
All right. So this half elf, their name is Kaya. Yeah, and they've kind of got like this dirty blonde, kind of longish hair. Not longish, but like shoulder length, and it's kind of tucked back over their ears, and behind, and they're constantly kind of like fidgeting with it. You do know that from like going in and out of the office. And they're like Dusk and Kren, you guys know because you've been here long enough that they really don't like to talk to people. This is basically, they're kind of looking forward to retirement too. And this is their job and they're just here to do it and, make sure that people who aren't supposed to be coming in don't come in.
I just think as we leave, Sarah's like, "Hi, Kaya. Bye, Kaya." As we leave, not expecting a response whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. And none. There's no response. Okay. So you guys go outside.
Yep.
It's
My coat flap
Again.
up.
It's an overcast day. It's probably like in the low 40s Fahrenheit for our American viewers. I don't know what that is in Celsius off the top of my head for our Canadian viewers or Lucha.
For the rest of the world.
I was going to say for the rest of the
The
everyone
entire
else.
rest of the world.
Oh, I just mean like the people watching
Yeah.
are usually Lucha or Canadians. It's we don't have a whole lot of other that I'm.
It's about 4 degrees Celsius.
4C. Okay, it's 4C. Thank you. It's not much of a breeze. It's pretty. It's not a very windy day. It's just like a typical kind of winter gloomy-ish day. So you put the broom, you straddle it, rem, I need you to roll a d20, please.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm so nervous. Oh God, I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. So that means the broom thinks you want to clean something. It begins floating around, sweeping up any loose bits into piles. And there are plenty of loose bits on this street. So it is just like, it's almost manic in its, it like goes to one pile, and then it kind of like goes over here and goes to this pile, and then it goes back to this pile, and it's just kind of all over the street.
So funny.
People
We're
are
just
kind of,
cleaning up the street here.
there's like a couple of guys walking down the street, and they're just kind of like looking at it like, what the hell is that? And then they just keep going because they don't really care.
So in a moment of panic, I'm like, oh God, okay, she's gonna be in the air by herself. I think I can conjure a familiar. I can. I'm going to conjure a bat to hang out with Zara up in the air. And I know it probably can't do much, but it will sure make me feel better to have something up there with her.
Sure.
So we're gonna have a bat friend.
Okay. And forgive me because, you know, this is a new system and I'm not completely familiar with all of the spells yet. Does it obey you, or do you just like, you tell it to follow her?
Let's see. I summon a tiny spectral creature like a bird, lizard, or butterfly, or anything else of a comparable size. The familiar is the avatar of a random spirit creature from your world. It becomes bound to you as your ally and will follow your commands.
Okay.
The guide chooses the creature's background and personality and speaks for them.
No.
The familiar cannot move out of your sight. If you pick up and move, it can pick up and move objects no larger than a coin purse or keychain and no heavier than 10 pounds. It cannot attack. It has 4 HP. It is invulnerable to non-magical harm. If it's reduced to 0, it vanishes and our bond is broken.
Okay. And did you say, how does it communicate with you? Did it say?
It doesn't say. It just says that it follows my commands.
Okay, so we'll not say that we're not going to have it be telepathic.
Okay,
We'll just-
it does speak apparently because you get to speak for them.
Right. So it's going to be like a normal oral conversation. So you can tell it to do something, and then if you get out of range, it's going to continue to do what you told it to do. So I think that's how we'll rock this. So you conjure this little bat, and it says, "Hello, Rem Rem. How can I help you today?"
Oh, hello, Batty. I need you to do me a favor and keep an eye on the one that's going to turn into a burb.
I don't like burbs, but I will do what you tell me to do.
I know. This burb's a different burb, though, than, the burbs of the past. I know the burbs of the past were not our friends.
No, they don't like me. I don't like them. So, where is this burb I am to follow?
That
just a
one will be
second.
a burb.
And like instantly, Sarah will just morph into a spectacled cormorant. I'm using my legendary ability, so that's what I decided my wild evolution is.
Okay.
It's a big bird with a kind of long hooked beak, kind of glossy black iridescent feathers, and I can telepathically speak to people within.
Okay.
Not yellow. Oh, yellowtail. Yes, a yellowtail. Anyway.
So as you do this, there's a couple more people walking down the street, and they just see you into this giant bird, and they just get super wide-eyed, and they just start running like the opposite direction. They just take off. Kind of over a little bit further east of you guys, there are several, they're called coster yards. It's basically, think like companies that own warehousing, and they're businesses that move items, and it's like their warehouses for the items that they're moving. So there's several of these right on the edge of the wall, like inside the walls on the edge of town. So
Are
a
they
lot of
just
people.
not used adventurers here, or what? Fair.
I mean, it's the capital city, so not everybody like
It's fair.
has seen it. People come and go, and not everyone's that way. So they just take off. I mean, it's a massive bird too. It's not like
No, it's not a tiny bird.
So do you take off and you
Oh no,
you-
I like hop over. I hop
Oh.
over to Varan, and I'm like I normally do, and ask for that arm up.
Yeah, and Varn will up and allow to perch and
Yeah.
launch however needed. I feel like this is a normal occurrence for us.
Totally normal.
Yeah. Big old furball and just giant bird. Whoop.
Up.
yeah.
Done this many times.
Yeah, so you
Dusk looks over at Krenbris, and as the broom continues to sweep, and Varin throws Zara into the air, and I'll say this: nothing like being able to run an investigation, ask around, listen to conversations, get clues. Nothing helps that like making a gigantic freaking scene right in front of your office.
Next time, remind me to conjure that hot air balloon like we did about 6 years ago when just to kick off an investigation, kind of a grand opening.
Yeah, where I had the fireworks and I was like, "Hey, bad guys, we're coming for you." Yeah, that worked really well.
It worked really, didn't backfire at all.
Nope.
Not
flames
at all.
with the balloon.
And you literally
too.
just hear in your head, I can still hear you.
Unless I am
It
mistaken,
was-
I didn't think that we were sneaking up on anyone in this particular moment.
We aren't anymore.
Well, I actually take out like a small scratch pad and I just go with a quill and I just scratch out something. Not anymore. And I'll light my pipe.
okay.
Brum nervously grabs her clipboard as everything is happening. Like, this is okay. This is fine.
So we've
Good
got
luck, boss.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying good luck, boss. And I was just gonna look to Dusky and go, old-fashioned way. We hoof it.
All right, so Varan, Remrem, Kren, and Dusk begin to walk. Sarah, in bird form, is flying, and the bat is following as fast as it can, but it's struggling to keep up.
Oh, well, okay, because Sarah's just literally just flying forward and doubling back, flying forward and doubling back, flying forward and doubling back. It's like...
So for like a moment, every time it like comes back at the bat gets freaked out and starts to change
You
direction.
can talk to the bat. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're friends. I'm not going to hurt you. It's okay.
And you
I
just hear
promise.
this high pitched like freak out noise. Just as it's
Batty, are
flying.
you okay?
It can't hear you. It's too high.
I just want to be friends. I promise I won't hurt you. I'm not a normal bird.
So you guys are making your way. The bat and the big bird and the bat.
Big bird in the back.
Big bird and the bat.
Roll opening credits.
This is Sesame Street in Suzail.
Yep. Remember when we were like, this is gonna be a dark campaign?
Yeah, right.
I told you.
Yeah, you did. You did. You did. You definitely did.
I
And
warned you all.
The broom continues to sweep vigorously.
Does it follow her?
It's following
That's
her.
amazing.
And
oh
it's
my gosh. That makes
if
me so
a
happy.
broom could sweat, it would like, you get the
Like a
impression
workout?
that this thing would be just dripping in sweat right now.
Broom. Poor broom.
It's just like I'm running out of varnish.
Why do I feel bad for a magic item?
I don't know
Like the
what I
straw
do.
that makes up the broom part, like it's slowly getting shorter as it wears
Aw.
out.
Oh no.
My poor broom. Let me see how long it has to do that. Oh, it doesn't say. I think it just goes.
I'll let you, if you want it to stop, I'll let you stop it at will.
Well, the sidewalk's kind of dirty, so.
That's fantastic.
My sidewalk is kind of dirty, so
I mean, it's not doing anything bad.
So while Big Bird and the Bat do their flight above the city, The four of you continue to walk, and it's basically it's morning. People are going to and from work and businesses, and you kind of hit. You don't go down the promenade, which is the main one, the main stretch here that goes from the Horn Gate to the East Gate, up to the northeast to the northwest. So you guys start over here. That's where you guys are. So you kind of cut down around the bottom, past the lockup, like kind of past the dock district, over here past the shipyards where new ships are being built every day. These massive ones. Over the past few years, the shipbuilding has picked up. Previously, it had basically all moved out to Marsember, which is the second biggest city in Cormier. But lately, over the past couple of years, they've worked really hard to start building ships here again. And then you start to approach this little house on the corner down here, and that is the Otranto house. That's the address that was given. And as you, how do you guys want to approach? I'll start there. How do you guys want to approach?
Let me see.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to do on the way.
I'll look at desk. Breakfast.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Good bagel and lox.
Let's do it.
Do you not eat breakfast before work?
That would require me getting up about 30 minutes earlier than typically, and I'm just not about that.
I got a long commute.
So the two places you could stop at are the Laughing Lass Tavern and the Myrmidian Inn. Now, you would know that the Myrmidian Inn is one of the older inns in Suzail. It's this one right here. It's been several different names since the two of you have been here. It's currently run by a pair of retired Knights of the Purple Dragon, and it's typically frequented by adventuring companies, Purple Dragons, and the War Wizards of Suzail. The other option you have is the Laughing Lass Tavern, which is more akin to a strip club than a tavern. Like there are dancers there, and it's basically mostly sailors, sellswords, and adventurers that frequent that one. But they do have a killer breakfast buffet.
Of course they
Tusk
do.
is visibly torn between going where he knows the good breakfast buffet is and also with his new coworkers.
Now, Sarah and Varin have been in employment here for about a year, as opposed to you're like 20. So,
right. I just don't know that if we're like strip club work friends yet, you know?
No.
I'd say probably
Same.
not.
No, when
Probably
I say, like,
not.
when I say strip club, it's not like a straight up strip club. It's like a bar.
A strip
that
club?
has
Sure.
some dancers.
Like a burlesque bar?
A burlesque
Yeah.
bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
I figure we stick with the old fashioned since we're kind of in a hurry, considering.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, so Myrmidian. So yeah, you stop in there. You know, they know you. You get your food. Come back out. They have like a pretty sweet little to-go thing. It comes in like it's kind of like parchment, but it's waxy. It's almost like a waxed parchment, and your food comes in that, so you can carry it and eat it. It's kind of clever.
For some reason, like I kind of think of like San Francisco's like wharf. Like when I think about this, like specifically what you just said, maybe that pop into my mind. So I'm game.
Sure.
Don't get any grease on your paperwork, please.
Don't need to worry about grease when you don't have any paperwork.
That's it. Oh,
You have paperwork.
Oh gosh, I sorry, boss, I can't hear you, and I just keep walking.
Uh-huh.
You want to bite, boss?
Do I
No.
trust you?
I'll
And I
take a
take a
bite.
small nibble. I take a like real quick as he starts to pull it back. I take a small nibble. Thank you.
Mm. Keep up.
No.
This doesn't get you out of your paperwork, though.
Trash can does that.
Ah!
I feel like you're not taking us seriously in this regard. But
Why did we get stuck with them?
because we're the best.
I just for the fun of it, Varin, as we're kind of passing by, will reach out and just kind of like you said you got a bagel, Krenvris. They just kind of like
Bagel and Lux.
Yep, kind of draw like actually touch your bagel and like draw a little circle around it, and I'm gonna use sigil.
Okay.
So I draw a sigil on a magic sigil on an object, and it lasts until I cancel it. And I'm going to use message to send a message of up to 10 words to creatures passing nearby it. So as you're holding and eating your bagel, all you hear is make sure to file your paperwork. Make sure to file your paperwork.
And it's coming from the bagel.
It's coming from the bagel. It's a telepathic bagel sending you a message to do your paperwork.
I eat the bagel so fast.
Does it come from inside his stomach? Does the noise come from inside his stomach now?
I will say I can dismiss it after he's finished eating it.
I just look at it and I just like there's like cream cheese like everywhere. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
How many adventure points was that? That was sigil is 2. Okay.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
Totally
Oh
worth
yes.
So for everyone at home not
100%
familiar with how we do things here in Quest, and I know I haven't explained things, and we're just gonna kind of roll with it and go with it. But everyone starts with adventure points. Think of it like spell slots, and certain things cost spell points or cost adventure points, and that's kind of how spells and certain functions work here. So that's what that is. All right. So as Kren is wiping cream cheese from under his scales, you start to roll up. You know you're getting close to Jacinta Otranto's house.
Yeah, I'm looking for a particular ability. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you're good. While overhead, you see, you're not sure if you see Big Bird chasing the bat or the bat now chasing Big Bird.
We're playing.
They're basically
We're
flying
playing
in
a
a
game.
circle. And the shrill terror voice that you were hearing, Sarah, is now a little bit less terror and bordering on almost excitement.
Yeah.
It's gone from like to
Hey. You want to dive bomb them? Could be fun. I think they're almost there.
Rem told me just to go there, so I can't go dive bomb. I don't have free will.
You're supposed to follow me, right?
Yes, I'm following. Well, that's
Okay,
true.
so follow me.
I'm
So
following.
follow me. It's just like...
All right. So you see this giant bird, like wings tucked back behind it, and then behind it, this little bat just.
Yes.
Oh heck.
This is actually like perfect timing.
So who are you diving at, Sarah?
Oh, I'll probably pretend to dive at Varin because I know they're fine and they know not to freak out. And yeah.
All right. So you go diving in, and like the last second, you're like buzzing the tower in Top Gun.
Yeah.
So as you make your break, I'm gonna roll for the bat to see if they run into
Oh no, baby.
the 7'7" furbolg
Yeah.
that you just missed.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, it's good. So at the
Okay.
last second,
Okay.
Varn, you see what you can only imagine is a bat's fearful face.
Oh no.
As it like the last second it cuts and just
Mhm.
like circles back, lands on Remrem's shoulder, And basically, Rem, you just hear like hurried breathing.
I think
that it's okay, baby. It's okay.
I think Sarah will land and just transform back and be like, "That was awesome, right?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the bat's name?
Batty?
Oh, Batty, that was awesome, right?"
Pretty much until the end.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Then
Next time.
there's guano everywhere now.
Brilliant.
Literally shitless.
Yes, I'm empty. And there's
It's
like
a wispy.
there's now like a little bit on your shoulder, Rem, like the last little bit.
Good.
Oh.
Oh,
Is
it's
the-
okay.
Is the broom sweeping up the rest?
That's a great question.
It totally is.
I now have a broom on my shoulder.
Is the broom continuing to sweep, Rem? Have you
Yep.
dismissed it yet? Okay, because
No, it's still going.
its bristles are getting real small.
Oh boy. I wonder if I have anything that can help it. For now I'll dismiss it.
Like
Like
in
it.
a little bit, it's about to be a toothbrush. Like,
With a really long hand.
right. Hey, sometimes you just have to. You try to get those molars, back there. Gotta just.
So basically, it's gone back to a broom, and you're carrying it again.
As we approach, Dusk reaches into his pack, which is, looks like a messenger bag, but he puts like almost his whole arm into the thing, and comes back out with a translucent bracelet, which he slips onto his left arm. He equips his accursed band.
Ooh. All right. I guess it's time for business. And I actually I'm that the street itself, is it like cobblestone quarry?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but slightly bigger. They're slightly bigger, and they're fairly well fitted together. You can see for the most part where like the wagon tracks typically go. It's a little bit more worn in those areas, but it's nice. Like you can tell every time that like a rock or one of the stones breaks, it gets replaced. So it's in pretty good shape.
Okay.
I mean, it's the
So-
capital, so it's even in
Word.
these areas where it's not necessarily like, the noble area up to the north of the city. It's still well taken care of. They want to present a good image.
Okay. So I actually take a deep breath, closing my eyes, and I'm gonna use an action point to do what's called Eagle Eye, and essentially it allows me to sense the worst thing that's ever happened nearby. And you, sir, will describe to me the type of thing that happened and what the people involved look like. For example, if someone was murdered, or a curse was created, evil vow, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So, how specific does it get? Like, is it full detail or?
So it says in the thingy, for example, you might learn that someone was murdered, a curse that was created, or evil vow was taken, but it specifically mentions that the thing that happened and what the people involved look like.
Okay. So the worst thing, you get this sense, like some visions and like whispers kind of come to you, and you hear murder whispered to you, and then you see a cellar, and it's not clear where exactly the cellar is because it's you're kind of in an area of homes here, and you see a body stuffed into a barrel, but you don't see a face of anybody like who committed it or anything like that.
Okay. Do I get a sense of timing, like how long ago that might be?
Within the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
And how long had this been going on?
They moved in 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And I'll share what whoever's in earshot. All right, so game face on. Let's go figure out what happened.
A freshly dead body. Oh boy.
Let me bring everybody over here. It looks like.
Don't worry, boss. We're on it.
Frankly,
good
I'm surprised there's
news
just
is-
one.
Well, there's one that was the worst that happened here.
It's
So
true.
perhaps more. The good news is, though, that we're expected here, so we can probably just knock on the front door if y'all want it.
After you.
Barin knocks on the front door.
Before you even get to the front door, does everybody see the map? I know the people
Yes.
at home don't yet, but can everybody see it? You see your tokens?
Loading main floor.
Yeah, that's what I have too. Loading main floor.
Oh, weird. It's still pulling you in.
I have like some cobblestone and
Oh, there we go. I can move. How do I move it over?
What are you trying to move over? Sorry, guys. This is
Oh,
a
no.
new system. We're using the Foundry VTT, so not everybody has.
So I can zoom in
right
and
click.
out, but I can't.
Right click, Kate,
right click and
to
drag.
pan.
Thank
click and drag.
you.
So let me. I know there's a slight issue with bringing Jake and Smitty over for whatever reason. I'm gonna move you guys back real quick, and then try to move everybody back. Now it's not bringing Kate.
Reboot.
All right. That's so
Whoa.
weird. I don't know why it's doing this. Goofy stuff. Let me go back to here and see if I can get everybody pulled in. There we go. We've got everybody there, so maybe it'll pull everybody over now. Everybody but Jake. I don't. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
There it
I
goes.
have a thing.
We got it.
Ah!
Yay.
Yay!
Fireball.
All right. Ooh, who's dropping a radius
That was,
here?
that was me by accident.
Okay. Let me take care of that real quick here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fireball. No, just
Okie doke. So you guys walk up, and as you walk up, you notice you see Jacinta Remrem, kind of outside down here, and you see her kids. They're kind of playing in this wagon down here. They're not in the house.
Okay. So if I see her, I'm just gonna kind of wave at her, be like, "Oh, hey, hi, we're here. This is my team."
Hello again. If you wish to come over, you can come over.
And I kind of look at the group and, come on,
I'll
manners,
probably,
everyone, manners.
Yeah. Probably go just. Can I talk to the kids?
After we talk to her, because I need your great memory, just in case.
maybe we don't want to crowd her too much, boss. Maybe we can take our time.
Okay, that sounds good.
I think I'd hang a little bit back and just turn to Barin. Barin, I don't have a great memory, do I?
Better than some.
Okay.
She's new.
Okay.
So guys, feel free to explore the map as you wish.
I forgot how to move me.
Just click and drag. Click, hold, and drag.
Yeah, I did it.
You can also click on your token and use the arrow keys to move around if you wish.
Oh.
If you're having issues, just let me know, and I will try to find out.
I am having issues. I'm just supposed to click, hold, and drag. I got
Yep.
nothing.
Okay. Let me.
Are you on the selectory tooly?
I don't
Bobby?
know. No, I'm not.
That's why. Yeah, you want to be in the. Yep, there you go.
Now I am.
There you go.
Last session was just me constantly being like, "Why can't I do the thing?"
That's true.
All right. Yep. So there's Rem down there, and Jacinta is right here.
Cool.
Cool. All right.
I will also go up and with the group and talk to Jacinta.
Okay. Yep, Alex.
It does look like we had some cheers in the chat, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I
Yeah.
thought that did stuff for the game. So I just wanted to make sure that
Thanks,
they got
Ryan.
Oh wow. So that's
We also had a lot of subs earlier too.
okay. Nice.
I don't know if you missed that.
Yeah, I
but-
did because I don't really pay attention when I'm doing this.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
pay attention to that for you and let you know,
That would
Corey?
be awesome.
I can do that.
I appreciate that.
Teamwork.
I'll go back and let you know.
So right now I'm seeing 500 right there from Ryan, which
And then 5 subs, and then we had a sub from Smitty and a sub from Jacob.
so I'm not
So
gonna
7
count
total
those.
subs.
I'm not gonna count those 2 subs.
What?
I feel like we should
This
be
is not
able...
pay to play.
my money is
Yeah, no,
just
so
as good as everyone
that's
else.
the 5 gift subs is what I'm saying. The 5 subs and
5
I don't care,
subs
it's
and the
fine.
bits.
and the bits. Yeah, all
yeah.
from Ryan because Ryan's the best and loves us.
Ryan's the best. He is the best.
I'm gonna say for the sake of rolling, since we don't roll that often, like
We have
gifted
7
subs-
rerolls, y'all.
Gifted subs aren't gonna count.
Oh, people paid for them.
That's true. I can't
Yeah.
say no. Okay,
Given
so
the AP point out for him.
all right, so that's
That's
so,
not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
that's
Yeah, that's giving out adventure points for stuff.
yeah. Let's do that. Here's what we'll do. You can carry a max of 5 reroll dice. Anything after that turns into adventure points that you can distribute however you want to whoever.
Nice.
So we'll say every sub, or every 500, or every what would have been another die, turns into I don't know. Let's say 5 adventure points.
Nice. So we have 10
Alright.
adventure points we can distribute and 5 rerolls.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Sweet.
Kate, do you want to keep? Can you maybe?
I will
be our
keep track
keeper?
of this. I will be the
Thank
keeper of
you.
this.
The
You are the
I got
keeper of the
you.
things. One thing I forgot is that I have a legendary item that makes it so that all of my stuff costs 1 less.
Oh,
And
Ooh.
I haven't been mathing that correctly, so I'm just gonna start doing that now and just like leave the other ones as it, because math is too hard.
Okay.
Although I guess it would just be 4 points. Never mind. Math is easy.
both easy and hard.
Yeah, it's both.
All right. So I'm just making a tally here so that I can keep track of it for you guys.
It's a pool that all players pull from, Ryan.
We could also consider in the future, whatever the
Sweet.
thingies that are like sanity points, we could consider putting.
Yes.
If you want to
toward
give me
that
control, Ryan,
possibly.
I can keep track of that too, unless you want to.
All right. I have your count of rerolls and
Okay.
adventure points. I can do it in game. I've got a little tally here. It's called party resources, so I can track all that stuff for you guys. Okay. So yeah, there are your rerolls. 5. And the way those rerolls work is that you can either roll an extra d20 and take the higher, that's rolling with advantage, or force me to roll with disadvantage. So I'll roll 2 and take the lower of the 2. That's your call.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. You're the
Ryan.
best.
The best to us.
All right. So yeah, you guys have all kind of come down around Jacinta, and her children are kind of shying away a little bit. I mean, y'all are big, right? Like, I think the smallest person is Remrem at 5'2". Everyone else is at least 6'2". Or
No, I'm
except for
5'10".
Sarah's 5'10". Still, like, we have a 7-footer. We have like 2 people at 6'2", a 5'10", and then little Remrem.
There are
with a
reasons I'm
clipboard.
5'10".
We'll explore that next time. So yeah, so the kids are a little, I mean, furbolgs aren't exactly common. So, and Sarah, you kind of have slightly iridescent skin, don't you?
Yes, and purple
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. So the kids are pretty intrigued with you. And they see the bat on your shoulder, Rim, and they're not sure how to take that because they normally see bats at night. Oh, you're muted, Alex. Now you're not. Now I think I heard you.
Okay, am I muted?
Yeah,
Am I?
No,
Nope.
you're fine.
Nope, you're
Now-
there.
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Good deal. My
right, so
computer just decided to take a nap.
All right. So yeah, she's like, so I see that my message came through. We're outside right now because things have been getting worse.
Can you tell us a little bit about kind of what's been happening?
Yeah. So as I told you, we moved in a few months ago, and it's just been, my children have been seeing things happening here, like doorknobs shake when no one else is around, or things kind of float out of a cupboard and land on the floor. A chair moves across. My husband, my new husband, he's started to see these things now. He's not here a whole lot, but he's started to see these things, and he doesn't know what to take. He tries to rationalize it out, but it's just gotten so strange that I don't know what's happening. And
How long have you all been married?
just a few, just maybe like 4 months, 5 months. My children are from a previous marriage, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And would your ex, are they with us?
They're no longer with us.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It was sudden.
I kind of perk an eyebrow.
What are your kids' names?
Oh, we have, because I actually did this, we have the girl's name is Uli, U-L-I, Uli, and the boy's name is Kaplan.
Do you mind if I just chat with them a bit?
I'll stay here if you don't mind.
No, that's totally fine. I figured while you're chatting with my boss and stuff. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks at the kids and gives them that, you better tell her, the truth look.
Also, perhaps we should do a bit of introductions. I myself, Chief Inspector Krendris Pretzendrith. This is Chief Inspector Dusk. This is Inspector Varen. This is over there, Inspector Sarah. And this is Superintendent Remram, who you already know.
It's very, very nice to meet you. I wish it wasn't under these circumstances. Again, my name is Jacinta Otranto.
Yes. I hope you don't mind the pointed questioning, but this ex of yours, how long ago were they?
Oh, it's been, I think, 2 years now? 2.5.
Let's see.
He got the cough, and he didn't make it.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Disturbances in the house. Have they been concentrated in any specific rooms, or?
No, it's everywhere. The kitchen, downstairs, upstairs. It makes no difference. It doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't matter, night, day. It happens.
And it started almost immediately upon you moving in, you said.
Yeah. At first it was just things like baskets being turned over, the chairs being moved, the kids' toys, appearing in a sudden place. And, kids, that's easy to explain. They don't know when they move things or remember when they move things. But, it seemed like we chalked it up to them playing tricks and pranks. And, that's a relatively new situation for them with, a stepfather, and maybe they were just acting out. but recently things have gotten worse, and there was no way it could have been that. Like, Albert was going down the stairs one morning, and suddenly one of the stair treads pulled up and went missing. He almost fell down the stairs. In the kitchen, our knives have been seen hovering and like turning and pointing, and then turning back and sitting back down. Anytime we try to light a fire in one of the fireplaces, downstairs or upstairs, you see other fires pop up in the room, and we get so scared because we think the house is going to burn down. But when we go over there, they disappear.
It's quite strange. Sort of reminds me dusk of Berlin's 35th birthday party.
Yes, little more fun, a little more fire, but hopefully not as bad an outcome.
All that to say, you have the best that can be possibly offered, and we have a new boss too. So
She's very nice.
make sure that things are in ship shape.
She believed me when no one else did. The city watch was just... They laughed. They actually laughed at me, and it made me feel terrible.
City Watch is useless in such things.
I'm learning that they're useless in many things, not just that.
What does Albert do that it takes him away from you in such a precarious time?
He's been working as a crate maker, and he's been learning how to become a cooper. You know, making barrels is becoming quite profitable. So he's trying to figure that out. But he's currently working. I forget which company it was. Was it the Thousand Heads? Was it Thousand Heads? Was it Seven Sons? One of those coster companies. It might have been Six Coffers. I think that's the one he's working with now. He's kind of been back and forth between several of them, and he's it's been tough lately.
When was he last at home?
This morning. He's at work right now.
Expected to return today, or does he leave for periods of time?
Oh, he I think today's Tuesday. He won't be back till Thursday.
It is?
Terrible
She kinda
things
gives you-
happen on Tuesdays.
She gives you a sideways glance at that, Kren, like, you don't know what day it is? Am I dealing with the right people?
Bad things always happen on Tuesdays.
It's true.
I don't want to hear that. Is he in trouble? Is he in danger?
No, it was. I apologize. It's a proverb.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that one.
Yep, I got divorced on Tuesday.
That was a good thing, though.
That's true.
I'd actually, with that, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'd like to use Inspire.
Yes.
I was thinking about it too.
So I inspire a nearby NPC by reciting a meaningful statement to them. I can invent a famous quote or proverb or borrow one. The creature must be able to hear you, understand you, etc. But until the end of the day, the NPC shapes their behavior around that ideal and cannot fall victim to their. No, I'm sorry, around their ideal and cannot fall victim to their flaw.
Okay.
But still, not like that's the problem is that only bad things happen on Tuesdays or to that effect.
Sure. So as you say that,
We have our first shirt.
and you kind of pump this inspiration into that saying. You see her kind of like stand up a little bit straighter. She has a less it's not that she had a fearful look in her eyes, but she had a I don't think there's almost a hopelessness that this isn't going to be fixed. And that's kind of diminishing a little bit as you say that. She says, well, maybe not this Tuesday.
Let's hope.
The day isn't over yet.
No.
Just beginning, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Would you like
Close
to
enough.
come in and see if anything happens? Is there I don't know if you have any special tools or skills to do this. I'm very unfamiliar with things like this.
Sure, we can figure
We're-
something out.
Yeah, we're happy to take a look. I do.
We had a priest
the-
come in, but he didn't really do anything.
They usually don't.
Just
Oh.
stood around and looked fancy, right?
Should have called us first.
Well, I mean, it's
Times like this that I wish we had a doctor role in the party.
Hey! I'm right here!
Looked fancy.
I mean, he's a priest of Tempest, so
Oh.
he's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Well,
God of action, that one.
yep, might be one of the better ones, but this right here, this group, we're the best.
Anything you need, you tell me, and I can let you into rooms. I can stay out with the kids. Whatever you think is best. You let me know, and I'll I can go stay with a neighbor for a while. It's up to you. If there's any more information you need, just ask questions. I will happily tell you what I know. I
When-
can't think of anything right now. Like, feel like there's so many things that I don't know how to wrap my thoughts around it. It's so confusing.
Are
Mention-
the more violent episodes, are those targeted only at your husband, or have you experienced kind of this escalation? Have your children experienced the more escalated
It
happenings?
it kind of seems like when he's around, things are a little worse.
Okay.
He has slipped on the stairs a few times, but I don't know if that's just because he gets up so early or comes home so late. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's dark.
When Remrem mentions the children, Dusk kind of swivels his head over to Zara to see if they're making any progress with.
Yeah,
children.
she would have moved over and kind of like sat in the middle of them, just on the ground. And she would have looked to see if there was any kind of just like tossed about bit of metal or something that was just like scrap metal that was laying around somewhere.
Yeah, like there's a couple pieces. Kind of the wagon that's next to this is it's not in disrepair, but it's not brand new either. So there could be a couple pieces of metal maybe that have kind of some hinges that have a little tear, a couple pieces right there that could conceivably be pulled off.
But that aren't necessary for its function. I don't think she would steal
No.
something that was
No,
like,
no.
okay.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
make it like we're cutting the brake lines to this thing.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
So she'd say, she'd like, "Hi, I'm Sarah. What were your names again?" And she'd kind of pick up the piece of metal.
And Kaplan is the boy, and he looks at his sister kind of, and looks back at you and says, "I'm Kaplan."
That's a great name. And what
This
is your
This is Uli.
Uli? Do you want to see something really cool?
Sure.
Have you ever seen like magic, but good magic?
I mean, I've seen a guy do card tricks.
Oh no, this is different. You want to see? You have to come closer though, because you have to be able to see it.
And he kind of looks back at Uli, and you see her like shake her head.
I'll hold out my hand so you can see. I promise.
And she kind of comes up to the front of the wagon. She's still like he's standing in front of the wagon, and she's
Mhm.
kind of like over his shoulder.
And
looking.
Sarah will stay exactly where they are and just
Mhm.
hold her hands out. And in the middle of it, she has just the piece of metal, and she's going to cast a steel sprout, which turns it into delicately glowing a plant. And she's going to just turn it into this kind of vine that turns into just a flower.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's metal. I think it's metal. Pretty sure. Oh no, it's a weave of delicate plants, so it turns into actual plants.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it just turns into this beautiful like flower that just kind of like she holds in the palm of her hands.
And you see, like, Kaplan is kind of like wide-eyed, but Uli is just like, like shock, just happiness.
See, not all magic is bad, and we're here to help. But I was kind of hoping that maybe you would help me. Do you think you could help me? You can have this. It's really pretty, right?
And you see, like, over his shoulder, Uli goes and puts her hand out to take it.
Yeah. And
like, grabs
Zara
it.
will hand it to her, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, and then Kaplan says, I mean, how can I help?
I kind of want to know what's been going on here. Like, we've heard a little bit from your mom, but can you tell us what's happened with you?
When we moved in, this was Albert's house, and we moved in, and then like things started happening, and like baskets were going, and things were flying around the rooms, and we didn't. Mom and Albert thought it was us trying to play tricks, but it wasn't us. We
Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that.
We hid in a closet for a couple of hours one day because she was so scared to come out.
Oh. So Albert's your mom's new husband?
Yeah, it's our stepdad.
Yeah, your stepdad.
He's pretty nice.
You like him okay?
Yeah.
He's nice to both of you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't sense
There's
any falseness in
okay.
there.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Okay, and so it just moves around and stuff, and has there been anything else?
One time when, I don't know if my mom told you this, but one time when we were helping clean the dinner table, it almost like felt like the wall shifted and pushed us in the back.
The wall moved?
Yeah. It's the only way I can think of it, because there's nothing else that pushed it. Mom was in the kitchen.
And which wall was it?
The one behind us?
The one behind you in the dining room?
Yeah.
Do you think you could show me where you sit?
Are you going to go inside with him?
Yeah, I will ask them to go. When we all go inside, I will ask them to go inside with me. And I was like, but I'll go with you, and we can all hold hands if you want.
And then as you like start to come back, and like they're willing to go, but as you start to go back and make your way in, Jacinta's like, I think we're going to stay outside. All of us.
Kaplan has said that he will help me find something very specific, and then I promise I will bring him right back out.
Can you tell me what he's going to help you look at?
Just finding a specific place in the house where something happened. That's it. I promise. That's it.
Is he talking about the wall that moved?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the wall that faces. So the way the map currently is, it would be an interior wall closer to the north side that goes between the table, and you'll see it when you get in there.
Okay.
Between the table and the like living room area. There's like almost like a buffet right there. So yeah, she can tell you exactly where it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, then it's great. Kaplan, Uli, thank you so much. You both are wonderful, and you've helped so much.
And you see him like perk up a little bit, like, I'm happy to help.
Yes.
And Uli is just
We'll
like,
see what we can do, okay?
Okay. And they go like kind of back with their mom and are playing in the wagon.
We have a wall moving. A wall moving. That's strange, right?
I mean, everything is strange so far. Knives floating, stair treads disappearing. It's a number of things this could be.
Before we go, go ahead.
After you, boss.
Okay. Before we go in, I kind of want everyone to huddle together, and I'm going to cast Force Field. And what this does is you create a paper-thin wall of force capable of preventing non-magical creatures and objects from passing through. So if something gets thrown, for example, it won't whack us in the head. You may choose whether the field blocks passage on one or both sides. The field can be in any shape you want, but it must fit inside a cube that's 10 meters on all sides It has 20 hit points and it dissolves at 0 HP. And it can also move. I can move it telepathically.
That's
So it's going to
badass.
like glide with us. And as long
Yeah.
as we all stay within 10 meters, we're in this force field.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
10 meters.
And I'm
is
going to make it
30 feet.
one
You're
way.
good.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like the Mass Effect 2 Suicide mission.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So
Mood.
before we go in, I think this is a really good point to take our break.
Cool.
Perfect.
That sounds good.
So we'll be
I'm
back
excited.
in a little bit. And
Oh man,
yeah.
this is going. I'm so excited. I'm like a 5-year-old right now.
See you guys soon.
See you in a minute.
Cool. Awesome.
Oh boy, you guys, this is fun.
All right.
This is really fun.
This is
About
awesome.
how long do we have as our break?
Oh, we can. We're not
Yeah,
muted, Corey.
10 minutes is fine.
Okie dokie. We are back from break. Happy to be back. And here we are. So the members, the investigators of the agency are at the front door. Jacinta has given them permission to go in and look around the house and see what they see. So, for everyone viewing at home, you have the same view I do. So I would ask that my players don't watch the Twitch stream so they can see stuff. Yep. Yep. All right. And just to clarify things, Albert, her husband, was actually or is actually working for the Seven Sons Trading Company. It is the Seven Sons. Nice. Okay, so I'll open the door. The door is open. You can go in. Okay. 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 So the 7'7" furball ducks in through the door, lights up their sword, starts waving it around. They're, let's just say, like 8-foot ceilings. Oh,
Oh,
That's
man,
all the
that was some
fun.
quality content.
That was some quality content. I am sad.
We
fix
could start
that
it
all
over.
later. No, it's yeah.
we
let's start that
resolved
over.
it, everybody. It's already
We're done. We
over.
fixed it. We
Yep.
picked it back. We solved the house puzzle.
On to the
Yeah.
next task.
I think I will. I'll do Nature's Watch.
Okay.
I can extend my senses for the next hour. I could choose 2. I'll pick Aura Sight and Real Sight. So any illusions I can see appear to flicker, and I can detect a faint outline around anything affected by a spell.
Okay. So we have lots
Wake
of
up.
people looking for magic or illusions.
I also have a thingy. It appears to be a passive ability because it costs $0. But
Yes.
$0.
they're
$0
dollars
for the
now.
low, low
That's how we're
price.
doing it now.
That's how we're doing
That's
it.
how we're doing it.
But I get a
Definitely.
tingling feeling in my bones whenever I'm near a powerful source of magic.
Okay.
I know that it's in the area, but I don't know its location or nature unless I spend my money.
Well, you do know, based on where you are right now that you've set that off, that the 4 other people with you all have magical items with them. So you get tingling in your bones from the
Oh,
4
great.
people around you.
Y'all make me tingly.
You say that out loud. I hope you do. It's great, boss. That's
Dusk. What was the range on that? You said, was it nearby?
Yeah, nearby.
Nearby? Okay. Okay. You have a light hue starting to light up. Very faint.
I'll hold my my bracelet up and I'll reach up and tap Baron on the shoulder. You mind if I head in first?
By all means.
Now,
Oh.
remember that Remrem has the force field up, and it follows her.
That's 15 meters?
10 meters.
10 meters, 30
meters.
feet-ish.
Boss, try and keep me inside the field if you don't mind.
I'll
I'll
do
move
my
slow.
I'll do my best, but I have short legs, so no prancing, no jumping, none of that stuff.
When I move quiet, I move slow.
That's fair. We'll be extra quiet then.
Step into the first room.
So
Alright.
I'm gonna follow. Where's your low? Oh.
The door closes behind Gus.
Junk!
Now we
That
start playing
was
Phasmophobia.
fucking awesome.
No!
Well, it's been great playing with y'all.
You can follow PB Smitty on Twitter.
Yep.
Your bracelet starts to like melt your arm.
You're still within 10 meters, probably. You're fine. You're in the field.
All
I
right.
just want to go inside.
Who's stuck? There.
Me,
Remrem,
as
you're in.
always. There we go.
I think I can go in.
I was just waiting for. I'm waiting for the stronger peoples to go in before I go in.
Okay.
All right. In that note, I will go in.
And you go in, and it's a very, very clean house. It's well kept. It's mostly wood. It's got the stone walls on the outside, but they've got like a wood finish on the inside. It looks a little bit bigger on the inside than it does from the outside. You get it's not like it's supernatural or anything, but you know, sometimes you see a house and you're like, oh, it's not that big of a house, but then you get in and you're like, oh, it's bigger than it looks. There's a stairway in front of you, and it's got like a little landing, and then it goes up around and back up. They've kind of got like a little desk, and there's a little candle down there burning, and there's like some books on a shelf in front of you.
What is the house made out of?
The walls are stone,
Okay,
all of them, but then like the floors and everything else is wood.
it's wood. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go look at the table, y'all?
Seeing that everything is made of wood, Varn will extinguish the fiery sheath that they put on the sword immediately.
Oh, I thought you
I
looked
think
up
that's
your
a very
dangerous
good
sleep.
call.
Damn.
But Zara is going to pull their staff out of discretion, which is a scabbard they keep on their back,
I love that.
and is holding a full-on quarterstaff that just like pulls out of nowhere.
Sweet. So yeah, to your left, you see over here there are two doors, and you kind of talked to Jacinta before you went in. She kind of gave you a lay of the land, so you know that back here is the dining room, and back over here is the like living room area, and then the stairs go up to the bedrooms, and the cellar is accessed from outside in the back.
With everyone's, well, not everyone, with many folks taking out weapons, Dusk will attempt to pull his rapier out of his scabbard, find it's lodged in there, sigh, and then he'll pull out just a small, like, dagger handle, but with no blade.
Okay.
You want to look at the desk, Zara?
I like to look at the dining room.
Okay.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy,
Yeah,
shimmy,
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 Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And which wall was it?
It was.
Were we told?
right here?
This one? Okay.
Yep, that wall, right where That's throwing
I'm not trying to be on purple, you dusk. I'm sorry.
right where Sarah is standing.
There. That will. Okay. All right.
So right as we're getting closer. All right. So who wants to make bets? Shadowy Plane, the Rift. What do we think? We could just make a wager like right quick.
Ghosts.
I mean, yeah, but like deeper than that. Like obviously something like that, right?
How long has this city been around? And how long do you think this part of the city has been around?
So the city was founded in 10 DR, and it's
We're like
currently 1487.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this part of the city,
This would have been, so the city started on the edge of the sea. Well, it's a lake technically. It's the Dragonmere, so it's a lake. And then it moved inward. So this probably in like, let's say 200s, somewhere in the 200s.
I'm just wondering if memories of stone would help me or not. I'm thinking about it. If I tell the wall a story, it reciprocates. But it doesn't give me exactly, I think, what I need for this. So I don't know if it's worth it or not. It'll sense whether the world is real and natural or some kind of machination. It'll sense whether any long lost monuments beneath the surface, like hidden temples or ancient vaults. And it'll sense the most powerful lost artifact in the world in the region where it might be located.
Oh my
I don't think that's going to help me at all here.
That's intense.
It's super intense, but I have to actually tell it a story.
Is that one of the?
In-game.
Perfect.
I would say, is that one of the at the table
Yeah,
things?
Yep.
That's so
Yeah.
I have to
awesome.
tell it
I
a
love it.
story. I do too. But
I have my
don't think it's
mandolin
gonna
if you
give
need
me,
some backup.
I don't think it's going to give me anything about what we need right now. I have a feeling.
Well, maybe not what the characters need, but I, as a player, feel I need this very
Yeah.
much. So.
Jacob
What we as
absolutely
human
feels that
beings
way.
need.
I mean, if you as a character need this, a player need this, I will do it. But I don't want to waste our time.
Yeah, I got you. Did my bracelet do anything when we changed rooms?
It picked up a little bit.
Oh, like a hot cold.
Yep. You're
Okay.
warmer. You're warmer.
Warmer.
Hey, Kren, you're outside of the box.
Get in the box.
I live outside of the box.
Okay, nope, you gotta be in this box.
I know. I just wanted to say that. That's all.
Get in the box.
Get back in the box.
I forgot about moving tokens. That's all.
There is a door right here that leads also to the family room. And there's a door back here that leads outside.
While they're
And that door leads to the cellar.
The cellar
think
is
so.
outside. That will take you outside, but you'd have to go down another set of stairs out, and it's like think like Midwestern cellar. You get in storm shelter. You get in from the
Like
back.
a root cellar.
I'm a Floridian, Corey. I don't know anything about.
Oh
what you're
yeah, that's
talking
true.
about.
Okay, I want you to
But I
think
get-
about the Wizard
Have
of
you-
I'm
Oz.
mostly kidding.
Have you
I'm
seen the
mostly
movie
kidding.
Twister?
Yes, it's one of my best, one of the best
Okay.
movies of all time.
So when they fling open the doors, it's kind of like that.
yeah.
Yes.
While people are in here, Varn is gonna go in just onto the other side into
Uh-huh.
the living room, just
Sure.
staying like right there.
And
to
you
look around a
see a fairly nice room. It's got some nice chairs, like basically a cowskin rug. There's a nice fire going in the fireplace. Many books. It's well kept. It's clean. They're simple things, but they're nice things.
Okay. I only because I have similar abilities as Krembris, but I'm also in here going to use Evil Eye. which will allow me to see the worst thing that ever happened nearby, mostly to see if it ends up being a similar thing or if it's something different.
Okay. So in a similar fashion, you kind of close your eyes for a second as you cast this, and you get a feeling of dread, of fear, of hesitancy, reluctance, but and some desperation. But then it's overpowered by a sense of obligation, and it moves into a vision of a body in a barrel somewhere in a cellar nearby, but you're not exactly sure where.
Sure. Kind of poking their head back into the dining room. I got the same vision of a body in a barrel, but came with a sense of desperation followed by obligation, perhaps. Maybe we should check out the cellar here.
Sounds like a
No.
reasonable idea. Gonna step over to the sideboard and pick up like a serving knife or something, and just kind of like toss in there a little bit, then lay it down on the table in front of me, like pointing towards me. So you know who else really likes barrels? It's Albert. Albert's learning to make barrels. That Albert is such a nice guy. Seeing if like anything happens with the bracelet or the knife.
Roll a d20.
Ooh.
Provoking.
15.
Yep. As you put the knife on the table, you see it start to shake just a little bit. You see this too, Kren, but you're the only two that see this.
Put my hand back down on that knife and open a drawer, throw it in there. Well, looks like we're definitely not alone.
I didn't see it happen. I asked why, and presumably get an explanation.
The knife just did a little shimmy for me.
There's no magic.
My guess is
It's got to be spirits because there's no aura either.
And as that happened, your bracelet like flared and then went back.
Well, Kren, Varen, you want to lead the way to the cellar?
Sounds wonderful.
Sure.
So the fastest way is going to be going out this way. And then like down these stairs. For the sake of expediency, you can just drag yourself over here.
And you hear Reverend the whole time. Short legs, everyone.
Here, I will
10
move.
meters.
I will
You can
move
fly.
everyone outside. Pew, pew, pew.
I went all the way around.
Yeah, get the
meters.
cardio in.
All right, so there's the cellar. All you have to do is drag your token on top of it, and it will transport you to the cellar.
Oh.
I'm not scared.
Varen, why don't you see if it works?
Oh,
No traps, right?
whoops. I went in.
I tried to go in.
Yeah,
Tried to
you're
go
up.
in too. Why is it not working?
Ooh.
There. Everybody's.
not-
Oh, I kept running.
Oh, it's loading.
Everybody's in.
Oh, well, that's freaky.
That's
There you go.
creepy and cool.
I'll spread you guys out a little bit because you're stuck inside a wall. It doesn't work perfectly, but there you go.
Yeah, I think mine is like my Foundry
Oops.
is like frozen.
Sorry. My bad.
Oh, did it freeze on you?
Yeah, still has me outside.
Oh, weird. Because it shows everybody inside.
It's the shadowy plane. I was right.
It shows you in here, Jacob.
Yeah, you're totally in here.
Yeah. Maybe I'll refresh and
Yeah.
see if that works.
Yep.
Let's see.
As we're walking down the steps into the cellar, anybody who's nearby will see a sort of black, shimmering blade just sort of appear
Yay,
at the
that
end
worked.
of the hilt that I'm carrying. Needful hilt.
Yeah, if we're heading down, the quarterstaff will start glowing, just that magic green color. That
What the hell was that?
that it gets around it.
Do we see that trail?
I see it. Yes, I see it.
We all see it.
All right.
Well, I think we have. I believe the term is hot, hot, hot.
Yes. Let's take a look carefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the thing? So as we're kind of realizing the situation here, I'd love to see, because I don't know if this will work or not. I'd like to use Shadow Seek, because I have a sense of something mysterious there. I'd like to project my consciousness into a shadow plane. Now it says I have to know what my target looks like, but like I have a glimpse of whatever that situation is. But I think based off of what I saw earlier, maybe that's enough. That's your call, Corey.
Yeah, it'll be enough. You're good.
Okay.
Yep.
So shall I roll then?
So what you're seeing in front of you guys out there near in that corner is, think of like if like fog coming into existence and quickly disappearing, but it's more, for lack of better words, like more electric. It's like kind of shocked in, and then it's less like fog's kind of blurry. It's less blurry and more it's less ethereal, less blurry, and more substantive, if that helps, and a little more like electric, almost like a small storm. But yeah, you can do that fine. That helps you like solidify that for you, Kren.
Okay.
Your consciousness is protected.
Cool. Just so you know, I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Which means I can glimpse this target in real time if it is in the shadowy plane. And can see its surroundings and can watch it for a minute.
You get no glimpse of the shadow plane.
Checkbox.
I'm going to use the band to commune with dead.
Okay.
So, if you are aware of one or more spectral creatures nearby, like ghosts, you may communicate with them. You do not need to be able to see a spirit as long as you have sense its presence. You may have a conversation with the spirits for up to a minute, and you communicate with them telepathically. You must share a language to understand each other. Spirits must want to respond. If they choose not to speak to you, your adventure point is refunded, but I get to do this for free because of the band.
Okay.
Just kind of telepathically send out, you brought us to you with your actions. We're here now. We can help. Who are you? What do you need?
And you hear like a sudden, like, you know, the sound of wind rushing into something, like when you open a door and all of a sudden you hear like, so in your mind you just hear that sudden, like, and you feel it too, this sudden like rushing in of wind, and you actually feel like you're being pulled toward it a little bit. You can either go toward it or you can resist it. I'll let you choose if you want to. Either way.
I'll move 5 feet.
Okay.
Negotiation.
And that whooshing sound starts to relent as you get a little bit closer. And it just you hear in your head, closer.
Right. I'll say to my compatriots, I tried to speak with it. It's just beckoning me closer, which I'm not really sure is the best idea.
Well,
Closer.
I don't think we're going
it
to
gets
be
a
able
little
to do.
louder. It gets a little louder. Closer.
I don't think we're going to be able to do anything from far away.
Have the force field,
Right? Shall
but
we?
that's only for non-magical items.
Well, if it starts throwing knives or something at us, hopefully that counts as
We'll
not
at least
magical.
be protected from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm
Yes.
gonna shimmy over to Dusk and just make sure.
As you get closer to dusk, to you almost hear it. It's a very, very slight whisper, and it almost sounds like it's coming from dusk. From your perspective, Rem.
Kind of look at him.
Hearing this? I'll like lean my head over a little bit towards Rem.
Ear to ear.
Ear to ear. Like do the astronaut thing, you know, like
From my point of view, it sounds like it's in you.
well, that's unsettling.
I'm gonna ping Prey Sense before we get anywhere near close that.
You feel any different, Dusk? Temperature up, down, different, indifferent?
Pretty much the same. Just got a real bad headache. Like someone's yelling in my head, and I'll just kind of shout over at the barrel.
And like what is kind of flickering in and out, it starts to slow its flicker a little bit. And that rushing sound in your ear gets very, very quiet. And you hear, closer and I can help.
All right, they say
Then
closer and
moves,
they
I'll
can help.
know.
Oh,
All right, crab
aren't
walk.
we here to help them?
we are here to help the situation. If that includes helping whatever this spirit is, then so be it.
More information, the better.
We'll shuffle carefully.
I'm gonna stay right behind Rem.
Did you say you were putting something up, Zara?
Yeah, I put up Prey Sense.
What's that do?
Yeah, I'll get a subtle signal in my body whenever we'll be imminently threatened by another creature.
Hmm.
So
You
it
feel-
includes things I can't see. So if I detect a creature this way, the party cannot be ambushed.
You feel nothing.
But it's for an hour.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
As you continue to creep closer, Dusk, there is no sound anymore. That rushing sound is gone, and instead it's almost a pleasant sound, like the sound of wind and birds on like a spring day in a meadow. Like it's a pleasant sound. It's becoming a pleasant sound the closer you get.
I'll keep sort of a running like monologue and low whispers to the group to let them know what I'm hearing as
Mhm.
we get closer. Oops.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I went too far.
Really close.
Oops.
That's hilarious.
Dust trips
Very
and
good.
falls into the
Kaboom.
ectoplasm.
I thought you were graceful.
Yeah. I did land on all fours.
And you just hear it say, just a little closer.
Oh,
And,
come on.
and it says, and we will talk.
Feels like a trapperoonie.
I will make sure that I am like right next to Dusk as he is approaching. So if I need to pull him back or intervene, I can.
It says, I see
Got-
your friends are trying to protect you. There is nothing to fear. I need you to see what's over here.
What's it smell like, by the way, down here?
It smells damp, some grain, dusty, like root cellar-ish. I know you're from Florida and they don't have those down there.
Slightly mildewy.
Slightly mildewy, but not over.
Yeah, we have lots of mildew.
Yeah.
Slightly, though, just slightly.
We are good at mildew, you guys.
Like kind of damp.
Everything's coming up mildew.
That's pretty good.
Damp wood. But there is like a table and there's bottles of wine and potatoes and other things stored down here.
All right. I'll take a breath and then step up to the barrel. Oh my God, what's happening?
And it says, "Oh, you hear the cries, don't you?"
Yeah.
So from, I think right now, Varen, you can hear it too. You might be.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
Yeah. Foundry is awesome.
I had the ambient.
Cool.
I had the ambient turned down real
yeah.
low. I just turned it up. Oh God.
Yeah. And you hear it,
That's cool as fuck.
and if you want to turn it down, you can.
No, that's good. That's good. I didn't hear it at first because I was like, what? Oh.
And it says to you, Dusk. You hear the cries, don't you? You hear the screams. You see what I see. Look down. You look down and you see a slight trail of blood coming from the barrel in front of you.
Take my dagger. I'll look at Varen. Nod to the barrel.
Yeah, they nod back and sword drawn just at the ready, but like nod to you like, go ahead.
Okay.
I go ahead and arm myself with my rapier hidden beneath my coat as well.
I'll look over at Remram and Zara, make sure they see what I'm about to do, and jab my dagger between the barrel and the lid and try and pop the whole thing open.
So it's the barrel. It's the dagger with the black blade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you push it in, and from everyone else's perspective, it's like the blade isn't even there anymore. And you start to pry, and as you do, you catch a little lip, and you're able to like kind of get your paw in there, and you can start to pull a little bit. And as you pull, that sound that you've been hearing gets louder and louder and louder. And as you pull, do you pull the barrel lid completely up?
Yeah.
As soon as you get it up, it stops completely.
Did we just let something out?
Is there a smell? Like dead body smell?
It smells like a dead
Oh, it's
body.
stonky.
Do you look inside?
I peek inside.
Yeah.
Matches my
Both you and Varen.
Varen. Yep.
Varen.
Varen. Blugenhagen.
It matches what both of you felt / saw.
What does it look like?
It's
Exactly what we saw earlier.
It's a dead body.
Okay, and Star will actually stand up and look at it. And, old, young.
Do you want me to be descriptive? Is anybody
A
have a problem with that?
I just want to know like
Okay.
age and that kind of stuff.
It's
Yeah, I feel like descriptions were detectives, so I feel like we gotta go deep.
mid-40s male human. From what you can tell, it's been dismembered. The head is on top. The eyes
The head look familiar?
No. It's beginning. It's in some sort of fluid. so it's not decomposing at the rate it normally would.
What's the fluid smell like?
Chemically,
Yeah.
slight chemical odor to it.
Okay. Does it smell like something that would have been in a temple, or does it smell like something that would probably be more like in a lab?
Probably more commercial lab than religious.
Okay, so then Zara probably wouldn't know it. Okay.
I'm gonna step back and let the more magic-y folks take a look at this. But before I do, I'm gonna take my artifice mask out of my bag, and I'm just gonna like wave it past the face of the severed head so that it remembers it. Put it back into my bag and step away.
Okay. And while you're down here, Dusk, your bracelet is like Rowan light.
How old is Jacinta, do we think?
She's about 35.
Okay, so it could
She's human. She's about 35.
reasonably be her ex-husband. Maybe not, but based on the age.
Are
So
there any distinguishing features? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Are there any distinguishing features?
There's no scars, no tattoos. The hair is, if there was hair, it's gone now. Same
Yeah.
for facial hair. The eyes are closed, so
Yeah.
you're not quite sure. But it looks, it's like that thing where it could be anybody and nobody. Like,
So it's real grisly at this point. So I'll shake out from my mask if it's
no,
going to be like
no, it's not. It's not grisly. It's that the face. It could be anybody. There's nothing distinguishing about it.
It's just like a face.
Just a person.
I'm assuming it's in like some kind of formaldehyde kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna try something, and please feel free to tell me that this doesn't work, because this is not necessarily a supposed to. I don't know this is supposed to work for dead creatures, but because I think we can kind of put together that I'm assuming that the spirit that's been kind of talking is presumably the spirit of this person who has been dead. That's what Varn's going with anyway. So Varn's going to go up to the barrel and reach in if there's any, like, whatever is closest, and like just like brush their finger like across the body and try to use impression. You brush against a creature for a fleeting moment, feeling its desires. The guide chooses and reveals to you something specific the creature routinely craves. The thing is, though, that I become cursed to also crave that thing.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
And then I cannot use this again until I fulfill that desire. So I'm going to reach in and see if I can figure out what this thing wants from us.
So you reach in and you take your hand and you look for a piece that's not under the liquid, like you're trying to find something that's, not under,
Sure.
so you don't have to stick your hand in it. And you brush. And you have like a rush and a sudden desire coming up from like through your legs up into your stomach, and you have a sudden desire to drink. Like alcohol, beer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And not
That-
not just have a drink, like get like alcoholic,
Like-
like needs it to drink, like needs
Yeah.
it to function.
Yeah. So Vern will, their hand will come back out and kind of shake their head. I do not know if it was the body or the spirit, but it craves alcohol, and I need to find something. And we'll turn to the wall. It looks like there's a wine rack over there, and just like go over, pop a cork, and chug it.
Yeah.
Zara will be like, I'm gonna be right back, and we'll just leave.
Okay.
Where
Like,
where
just-
are you going?
I gotta go outside for a minute. I'll be back.
First
yeah,
time. As they walk away, it's go first time.
No. And honestly, like if Varn's not paying attention,
Not right this
they
minute.
would know that this is not at all what's going on in Sarah's head. It's something completely else. But yeah.
Would you consider the having chugged an entire bottle of wine fulfilling that craving?
If not, I got you, fam.
Would you like me to roll to see what
No,
happens?
no.
Okay.
So what you do, and here's how I know. Instead of like trying to open it, you just push the cork in.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
awesome.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
like that's
Yep,
the way
been
you
there.
drink it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Gross, but great.
And you like you're holding on to it, and like a little bit kind of goes down your fur.
Is it any good?
I don't know. And sets it on the table. I'm sure it was. I didn't drink. It was too fast.
You
Actually,
mentioned something.
it's a really good bottle of wine.
Okay. Awesome.
You mentioned something earlier about it wants some.
Yes.
Why don't you pour some in?
Whatever. If there's anything left in the bottle, I'll pour it into the.
And I'll walk up and I'll pour some from my flask.
A couple of drops go in, but nothing seems to happen.
Might have been a misguided use. Where did Sarah go?
Said she.
Upstairs.
Wow.
They said they had to step out. Working
So
theory.
Sarah has gone up and outside and gone straight to Kaplan by this point,
Okay.
and has said, "Hey, Kaplan, I have a question for you. Do you have a second? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. What do you need?
Can I ask you a question when your mom's not right there?"
And he kind of looks around. And he like gives you the head nod.
Okay. Pulling over. Can you tell me about your dad?
He got real sick,
Yeah.
and he went to the hospital, and
I
They
can't
tried-
hear you.
he went to the hospital, and they tried.
Your whispering's not coming through, Corey.
Ah, dang it. Okay, I hate that part about this. So he went to
Yeah.
he went to the no he went to the hospital, and they tried to help him, but they couldn't, and we ended up we took him out of the city walls, and we buried him out there.
Yeah. Can you tell me about your dad before he got sick? Did you guys get along real well?
Oh, he was the best.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
Yeah. He was nice to you?
Oh, he loved.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, he always said he did. He said it all the time.
Yeah. How'd he do that?
He'd just bring me in and hold me and say, "I love you, son."
Okay.
Then he'd kiss me on the top of the head.
Okay, good. I have a question for you. Is there anybody that you know of that is mean to your mom or your sister?
I mean, sometimes I hear Mom and Albert
You
fight.
hear me again, Corey.
Sometimes I hear Mom and Albert fight, but it's not like, I mean, they're just like talking about money and stuff. It's not anything like,
Yeah, but there's
Bad.
nobody that's mean to your
No.
mom besides that. Yeah, no,
No.
'cause adults fight all the time. That's normal.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I
but
mean-
you haven't seen anybody that's mean or
I mean, I haven't seen anybody be mean.
okay.
And I know
Okay.
Uli hasn't either, because we're always together, but like,
You're always together?
I mean, we're here with Mom most of the time. Sometimes we go
Yeah.
to school, but you know.
Yeah.
And Albert, I mean, when he's here, he seems okay.
Do you have your own room?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Then Uli has her own room?
Well, no, I mean, we have our room.
Oh,
stay
you share a
together.
room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Kate making sure.
And this is the guy
Yeah,
telling you
making
that
sure.
that is not something I put in my games.
No. I know,
There-
no. I know that. I wasn't worried about that. But like, okay.
I think at this point, having realized that Sar's been gone for a while, Varin would follow out, feasibly on the path to being drunk now.
I don't know. You're pretty big. One bottle of wine.
Might not be.
I'm a big friend, but
No big friend. You could just down an entire bottle of wine.
yeah. So I'll come out at that point and see you talking to the kid and kind of like hang back. Not gonna interrupt that because I had already seen before they were kind of leery of the big friend. So, but like wait for you to be done.
And
and I think Sarah would probably be done by this time.
Okay, because I was going to say, right about the time you're about to leave, you see Jacinta poke her head around the corner, and she starts coming toward you. Yeah. I'd really appreciate it if you would talk to me if you need to talk to my children.
Yep.
Would you like to tell me what you were talking about?
Oh, I was just asking questions about if there were any people that were mean to you or to Uli.
Yeah, no one is mean to my children.
Or you.
I mean, and she kind of hesitates for a second. And roll me a d20.
That's a 16.
Yeah. You see her telling you something with her eyes that she's unwilling to say out loud.
Oh. Oh, okay. How about
Hold on one second. As you see that, Dusk, your bracelet goes dim, and that thing you're seeing flash stops flashing.
That's not good.
That's really not good.
Let's go. I'm going to start running.
Hold on.
What happened? I'm not down there. Never mind.
What happened? No.
Oh, no, I'm not there.
One second before we go back upstairs. I kind of grab I put my rapier away, grab my mandolin, play a tune. I'm going to use a legendary ability called Eternity Gate. We're going to go wild. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So for the folks at home, I project myself past all reality and glimpse a place outside time and space into the beyond. And I may seek and find a single truth, depending on what I roll, of course. And we'll see what happens. Okay.
What'd you roll?
That's a 14.
Okay.
So my question, I should have asked this before, so sorry about that.
That's fine.
Who killed this creature?
So as part of this, does this have to answer truthfully? Like, do you get all the answers you want?
With a 14, I receive my answer.
Okay.
Is what it says.
And
So
a voice comes back, and it says, Albert.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And as my vision comes back, I without even looking at Dusk, you know the thing I hate to do?
Yeah.
Like always, but I do anyway, and I complain about it all the time over drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need to find Albert.
All right.
He's responsible for this.
Before we go upstairs, because I saw that Varan was able to put their hands in the barrel without anything bad happening to them, I go in. I'm gonna grab the head and just hang on to it for a second, and then just put it back in case we need it later. because I have an
Us.
ability that if I've held something, I can make it show up later.
Oh my
So I'm just gonna grab this head just in case we need it later, and for some reason we can't
Alex,
get back in.
I love your character, and
It's
also I'm so
amazing.
disturbed by your character. I love her. Just all of the things.
So as you put your hands in,
That's what we're doing. Oh, my earbud's
Rip.
about to die. Gosh darn
okay,
it.
no, you're fine.
I can still hear you in one ear though.
We'll wait. We'll make sure.
Yeah, shit's about to go crazy. So like, we got time.
Oh heck.
So Dusk, as after that thing stops, and your bracelet goes dark, every once in a while you see it faintly light up and then go dark again.
Our friends have been drawn elsewhere. I guess it's that Zara's probably onto something. Hopefully they're happy about it.
You still talking to this one?
I mean, I can. I don't know that they're going to be awful communicative. I'll try as we're heading out. I'll activate the bracelet again and say, so Albert killed you? Why? Also, what's your name?
And you hear back, it says, Albert did not kill me. And I don't remember my name.
Oh, I was talking to the body at that point.
Oh.
'Cause I can do, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It doesn't have to answer.
the as Remrem is going to put her hands on, like, to pick up this head, you ask this question, and Remrem, you think for a second you see the lips move,
Oh no.
but you can't quite be sure if it was just like it coming out of the fluid or what it was. But
That's a Freddy's.
you hear Dusk. My name was Terrence, and Albert killed me. And then Remrem picks up the head, like, fully, and communication stops from the head.
Oh, interesting.
Shall we?
I'm already halfway up the stairs.
Yeah, just drag yourselves back to the cellar.
Yeah, I always forget to move myself.
Drag yourself back down there.
God, it feels like I'm playing Diablo, and like that's in like the best way.
Yeah. I
Grab everybody.
I should drag myself.
I got
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, it's nighttime now. Maybe? Oh no, not nighttime. I was just by
Not
the
nighttime.
wall. So Varin, having already been up here at this point, will approach Sarah.
Okay. I think I can hear.
Are you good, Alex? No? No? Okay. We can give it a second. That's fine. How about we just take a quick, like, 2 or 3 minute break?
Perfect.
Go grab
There.
Yep.
whatever we need to
Oh,
drink.
oh.
We got it.
Oh,
I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
No, you're
No worries.
Yay!
threaten a break, and it's back.
Ah.
There we go.
That was the way
No,
it is.
the audio was like nutty.
So yeah, you guys come back up out of the ladder from the cellar, and you kind of come around the corner, and you see Zara talking to Jacinta and the kids, and Varn's come up kind of next to them, and yeah. So you guys are all starting to, like, file out, and your bracelet's starting to light up a little bit more, Dusk. Are you trying to communicate with that again, or?
No, I don't want to like spam it. I'm going to just try and let it be. And clearly,
Okay.
it's more interested in what Zara's doing, and I kind of want to follow the thread of that.
So,
Yep.
Varn, you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just gonna coming up to Sarah, be like,
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Jacinta, you need to tell us what's going on. Because we found things in the basement, and you need to tell us what's going on.
And she
now.
She looks at you. She's like,
If it helps, and I hand her my flask.
and she's very confused, like visibly confused. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What did you find down there?
Kaplan, Uli, can you go play at the back of the wagon for me, please?
And they're like, they look at their mom, and she nods, and they go back there.
You're probably gonna want this.
And
We
she's like,
found.
I don't drink.
You will in a second.
We found it. Not everyone drinks to deal with their pain. We found a dead body in a barrel
What?
in your cellar.
Who was it?
I don't know.
And you just watch as a wave of confusion and fear.
I think Sarah will like grab her.
Yeah.
She's very stiff. She's
Yeah,
very
but
stiff.
it's still that, trying to grab someone so they don't fall.
Yeah. You don't feel like she's gonna fall. She
Yeah.
just goes like
Yeah.
rigid. And she's just, I don't know.
I need to know what you're scared of. You
Um,
have to tell me.
Yep, Varn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use soul gaze.
Oh, good.
So as Sarah's trying to hold her up, I will kneel down because I'm tall as hell. I will take a knee in front of her and meet her eyes, and say, Jacinta, if there is anything that you haven't told us, please let us know. And I roll the die, and I peer into the soul of a nearby creature as they become momentarily transfixed in my gaze. So let's see what this die roll does. 15.
Yeah.
Great.
So good. Right now, I learned their ideal and flaw. I was hoping for a 20 because I can then also learn the worst and best thing they've ever done. But,
Even better.
But with a 15, I do learn her ideal and flaw. If I'm able to figure out what she's scared of or worried of, that'd be great. But I know it's not written in the text.
Yeah. So her flaw is that she is afraid that what's on the inside will show on the outside.
Mm.
And her ideal is that she truly believes in kindness.
Okay.
And that she wants to she espouses like kindness.
Wonderful. I'm kind of on a roll here. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I need to find the right one. Hold on. Is this is a hefty one. For 4 adventure points, I will reach out and place my hands on either side of her face. And I will say, I need to speak a word of power. I haven't come up with these words of power yet. I mean, yes, there is that.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm blanking on a word of power here. I apologize. Tuesday. For right now, I'll come up with a list of words of power later. But for now, I'll just say release, and I alleviate them of a character flaw using liberate.
Oh dang! So-
The catch is the catch is I have to already know one of their flaws. They are effectively cured of the flaw, and it no longer affects their behavior.
yeah, so you knew what it was. So as you're holding her face in your massive mitts, you feel like welling up inside her. You feel this sensation kind of move through her body, up through her head, and into your hands. It moves further up your hands, into your arms, through your arms, into your chest, and then into your heart. And in your heart, you feel the sensations of shame and fear and just like lack of self-worth.
If it matters. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, and then as you do that, it like moves into just a tiny point in the middle of you and is replaced by an overwhelming sense of kindness that flows back from you through your hands into her. And as she looks up at you, her eyes open and you just see tears start to run down her face.
It's okay. If it matters, because this is an ability that comes after the ability I have, Forgive. It also has the effect of Forgive, which has relieves the creature of any guilt to succumbing to their flaw in the past.
Okay, so yeah, that's all part of like that.
Yeah.
And she just starts crying, and you're still holding on to her,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And she like in between sobs, she just starts to like tell all, and he just gets so angry sometimes, and he wasn't like this before. It's worse when he drinks. It's worse when he's been gone for a while. And then I don't want the kids to see it. Their father was so great. I don't want them to see this. And she goes back to crying and comes back out, and like, I thought it was going to be, it's such a nice house, and he has at the time his job was great, and then it kind of went through stuff and it got worse with that, and she's like, I've hidden things so well, and she just kind of shakes her head and keeps crying.
I think Sarah will look at her and go, "You are a good mom. And you love your kids. We are going to take care of this."
Where is he now?
As you say that, Sarah, Dusk, your bracelet lights up again. And Zara, from where you are standing, Varin, you can see it too. You think you see some of that crackling stuff kind of coming from this area right here, like this wall. And Dusk, you hear in your head, you hear, I'm here to help.
Why?
Because she needs it.
What is she to you?
Someone who needs help.
I'll nod. I'm gonna slowly make my way over, and I'm just gonna lean over to Zara, and I know she's still with Jacinta, but I'm gonna try and whisper to Zara. The deceased's name was Terrence.
You get a kind of a nod.
The place where it's sparkling,
Mhm.
does it roughly correspond to the basement area where it was? No? All right. I will also head over there and maybe like give a nod to Remrem and Kren.
In fact, Kren, you and Remrem saw it too. Like, because you're looking kind of up, you're both looking like this way, and you see it sparkle on the wall and like kind of fade in. The kids don't see it. Jacinta doesn't see it either. And then it kind of disappears again. Your bracelet goes dark.
Jacinta, I need to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know someone named Terrence?
And like in between sobs, she's like, no. I don't know anybody named Terrence.
I don't think that you and the kids should stay here tonight.
She just starts shaking her head.
I don't think you should tell Albert where you're staying tonight.
Well, he's not going to be home anyhow, so...
Okay.
It's only Tuesday.
Tuesday.
She's like, I've got some friends I can stay with. They're friends with the kids too, so it could be
like a sleepover.
It could be fun.
Say
for
it like
them.
that. Yeah.
Where will Albert be if we have questions?
I think he's out of town right now, but I think he's out of town right now, but he, like, again, you guys know that he works for the Seven Sons Coster Company. He's not, like you said, again, he's, like Thursday. I think he's coming back Thursday. Maybe Friday. I'm not sure.
So I want you to stay with your friends if you can until the weekend. And if you can't, you let me know.
Yeah, I know where your office is, so yeah, I can come back.
Oh, or here. And like, she'll just pull a piece of paper out, write down an address, probably her address, and hand it to her.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Deep breath.
You are strong. And like they said, a good mother.
And she kind of grabs the kids and she's like, I'm gonna go inside and get a few things, and we'll go. And after she goes in, where you are, Dusk, you get, all of you see, pops back up, and it stays up. Your bracelet lights up. It's not saying anything yet.
We're going to help her.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry, you're talking to the thing. I thought you were talking to us. My bad.
We're all clear, right? We're going to help
Yeah,
her.
we're gonna help her.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
That's my plan.
Feeling, I gotta go lunch first. You know what I mean?
I got plans tonight.
We're going to help her. Are you tethered here?
Yes.
Do you wish to be free? Are we helping you by helping her?
Long pause. I wish to stay.
Okay. Are
Until
you going
he's
to?
gone.
Until he's gone. Okay.
Ultimately, the house is probably going to be hers anyway, but I just don't want her to hear us.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. And if you find yourself wandering, know that this is sort of what we do, and we help others if you ever want to partner with us again.
And you hear,
Oh my god, it's fucking Ghost Rider, y'all.
Yeah.
Did you just offer the ghost a job?
Heck yeah, I did.
he
Oh
wants
my
to retire.
gosh.
I'm looking for my replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And
All the
as
paperwork.
Yeah.
as with
Yeah.
that said, disappears, and you hear that sucking wind sound again, and then it disappears into silence, and it goes back to the normal city noises.
All right, our mysterious friend is pleased with our efforts.
Super worried about that.
And after a few more minutes, Jacinta and the kids come out carrying a few bags, and she kind of looks around. She just looks at everybody. Thank you so much. And she looks at the piece of paper that you gave her, Sarah. She says, "If I need it, I'll come."
If I'm not there, just next door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts to walk off with the kids.
Before
as
she
she-
goes.
Oh, yep.
Before she goes, I do want to ask her if
Mhm.
Albert knew that we were coming to investigate the house, or if this is independent.
So as like she's starting to walk away, you like kind of run up and catch up to her, and you're like, one more thing. She says,
Mhm.
no, he's been gone. He didn't know.
Okay, good. Don't let him know. Don't tell him. Don't tell him it's been investigated. Don't tell him that anyone else knows.
Okay.
Okay.
And she starts to walk off, and as she walks, you see Uli turn around and just wave, and then turn back around and follow her brother and her mom. And that's where we will end tonight.
I want to play more.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the agency, y'all.
Yeah, man. Good shit.
We're all crying.
The babies.
This is
So-
good.
Did I get actual tears out of you, Kate?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Me
You give me kids.
Okay.
I can't. Kids, I can't. Just
This is the
can't.
first time I've ever made players cry.
Oh, serious?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you made
Please
me
do
cry.
Whoa,
Best,
game
bro.
one.
Well done. Well done, sir. Well
I'm glad
done.
my glasses are dark because my
I cry
eyeballs
about
are, like-
everything. I call myself a sensitive bitch, but it's true. I just am.
I'm
Um,
also a sensitive bitch, so I respect fully fine.
I was trying.
It's
to
why I
be-
kept going like this.
Yeah,
Corey.
I just thought you
Yeah,
had
it's like
your
tears.
I
No.
thought you had a contact going wrong.
No, well, I have contact, but it was
Yeah.
actual tears.
I was trying to be very careful with the material.
You were great.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That's great.
I still have to like just make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go around real quick and tell everybody who you are and where they can find you, and we will say goodnight after that. So let's start with let's go backwards. Let's start with Dusk.
I am at PB Smitty. You can find me as at PB Smitty most places on the interwebs, but especially on Twitter. And starting next Tuesday, you can find me in a brand new spot, which you'll have to wait to see where that is. It's going to be announced relatively soon, but we're very excited about that. So follow me on the inner tubes to find out where.
All right.
Suspense.
Suspense. Let's go with Zara. Let's go with you next.
Hi, I'm Kate. I go by me and Mitter on the internet. I said yes to way too many things, but that's all right.
Preach.
I can be found every Tuesday night on twitch.tv/SoManyGames, this channel, in either Star Trek or the upcoming Call of Cthulhu Miskatonic U game. at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, because that's what my brain knows. So that's what you get. And then on Wednesday night, I will be streaming on my channel at 9 p.m. Pacific time for Up Late with Kate. That's twitch.tv/me and midair. On Thursday night, I will be over at twitch.tv/nerds with dice in the Thirsty Sword Lesbians game Beyond the Void. It's pretty epic. You want to watch it, trust me. And then Friday night, I'll be back on my channel and probably on Sunday as well. And then February 13th, all day at twitch.tv/all nerds, we will be kicking off season 3 of All Nerds here with a live charity stream for Raices, Texas. So come check us out.
Nice.
Yo.
Awesome. Kren.
Oh, that's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Jacob, Duval King Jacob on the internet. Holy shit, what a game. Can't wait to not go to bed till 7 a.m. thinking about this one. Anywho, thanks, Corey. You rock. So of course here every other Monday, but also on this coming Sunday, I'm the host of Dungeon Master for a little show called Duval and Dragons, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern time, twitch.tv/Sabrick. You can find me in a little Blades in the Dark campaign, The Action Syndicate. Just started season 2. Oh my fucking God, that game is absolutely incredible. How good. I can't believe that game is that good. Jesus Christ.
Good.
Holy shit. Anyway, and to add some seasoning to the teas, you can also find me somewhere new on Tuesdays as well. So stay tuned. It is going to be a crazy kickoff to 2021 from a TTRPG perspective. Plus some other things, some podcast stuff that hasn't been announced yet, but I'll leave that there for now. So love you.
Cool. Varen.
I think I'm like in Varen. I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. I think Varen.
Varen.
I think after yeah. Hi, I'm Zan. This is actually the only stream that I do. But otherwise, you can actually find me every other Sunday GMing an actual play Numenera podcast called Imprinted Echoes. It is part of the thank you. It's part of the Ghostlight Media Network that has a lot of other actual plays and cool mashups of both theater and tabletop role-playing games. We're all a bunch of theater nerds over there, and we do awesome stuff. Check out Imprinted Echoes as well as the other stuff we do. It's a real good time. That's pretty much the only other thing I do.
Well, it's an excellent thing. So,
Yeah.
And last but not least, the boss.
The boss.
Hi everybody, I'm Alex. Compared to everybody else, I have a serious lack of brand continuity, so just kind of bear with me here while I go through everything. You can find me here on Twitch at twitch.tv/thestinkies, who is in chat right now. I do that with my partner. Sometimes you'll get just me, sometimes you'll get just him, sometimes you'll get both of us together. You just never know. Yeah. Well, you do, because he has a schedule. I don't. So you'll get me sometimes. You can find me on Twitter at StinkRatStreams. You can also find me on Instagram by that name, or you can find me by Chronic Stitch Witch Creations, which is where I will be hosting community art shows, hopefully every month, maybe every other month, depending on how my body does. Corey actually has a piece in the very first show. I'm very excited about that. We're going to be streaming that again at twitch.tv/thestinkies on Saturday. And then the next day at Chronic Stitch Witch Creations on Instagram, we're going to be posting all of the art. Some of it's going to be for sale. Some of it's going to just to show off awesome community members. So yeah, that's the thing we're doing. And also, if you're an artist of any kind and that's the thing that you want to do, contact me because I want to show your work. Like, absolutely, I want to show your work. Other than that, I think that's all the stuff that I do. I
actually have a quick anecdote to add. So Maddie and I were chatting, Alex, and we realized, because of course 2020 was 10 long years, but the very first time that I streamed onto this channel was Stinkapalooza, which was I think a year ago, if my memory is correct. And so I just wanted to say that I think that you're fucking awesome, and because of that situation, that is all revolved and evolved into me being part of this. So that's because of you. So thank you.
Awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome. Now I'm going to cry again. I'm just so happy to know all of you, and like the fact that like y'all didn't know me then, really, right? Like, and you were just like, yeah, let's do this. Like, I still like cry when I think I'm okay. I love you. I love you all very much, and I'm so glad I get to
Love
meet
ya.
you all.
I'm Corey. I am the guide here. Thank you for
Fuck yeah, you
traveling
are.
with
Great
us
job, dude.
on
Yeah.
in this new system. I really like it. It's really fun, and I think it makes RP just awesome. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at @DandDiapers_, and mostly now hanging out here doing this. I will be running a Call of Cthulhu game on Friday for the.
Oh my God, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Shit.
Same.
I forgot about Friday. Dang it.
Yep, of which
Man.
both Smitty and Jacob will be playing in it. along
Corey's
with-
gonna kill us so good, you guys.
I've never played.
That's
Cthulhu, and
okay.
I've
Have
never
fun. It's
heard
really
for, like,
easy.
It'll be my
the
second
longest
time.
So I'm stoked.
Ryan is playing in it as well. So
gonna
I
die
will
so
take
well.
great satisfaction in paying him back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do
and
it.
A friend of mine named Elliot is also going to be playing in it. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
an excellent role player, so that'll be really fun. So that's at 7 p.m. Eastern this Friday, and just a little bit of a teaser for it. It's going to be set in modern times
I'm really excited about that.
in Cincinnati, or just outside of Cincinnati.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I chose
Hey.
crypto miner as my character class.
Yes.
Come
Well done.
visit Ohio, y'all.
Yeah.
Yay.
But we thank you for joining us. We're going to try to kind of talk our way through some of the decisions and things that we do here with Quest, because not everyone's familiar with it. But it's very simple, it's very fun, and I think it makes the story flow very well. So thank you to all of you guys for joining me on this and agreeing to come down this road. I know we've been waiting for a while to get here.
Yeah, it's been in your brain a while, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely
it's-
worth the wait.
And I think it's going to work with this system too, working backwards. So for everyone here, we are starting out maxed out. These players have everything that they could possibly have.
Yeah. Y'all saw
and
some
we're-
legendary abilities that will probably be gone in like 2
And we're
seconds.
working backwards. So remember, you guys have 10 adventure points to spread amongst you, and you also get to pick up 5 more each.
Yeah.
But you will not lose any abilities today.
Not yet.
Maybe next.
Oh, I love that we're gonna like that at the end of every session. Like there's that like kick in the fucking
Who
heart
knows? Will you
of like
lose?
you
Oh, yeah.
lose this thing. We're like,
Yep.
okay.
Ooh.
More crying.
I put
I was
it.
gonna
I
say, after all the emotions today, I'm glad we're not losing anything, because oh my
Yeah.
God.
so I printed out the ability cards. I might tear them up as,
Yeah,
as I
right.
go.
Right. Just
That's what I'm gonna do. That was my plan. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
we're
it.
gonna launch a raid here in a second. Maddie is playing
Ooh.
over at Dumpstat, so
oh,
I
that's
think
true. Maddie's
we're
at
gonna
Dumpstat. That's fair.
go send him some love over there.
Cool.
But before we do, one last thing I'd like to say, just a couple of things. We've been using the Foundry VTT system, which is fantastic. The Quest system, which is fantastic. Black lives still matter. Trans
Damn
rights
right.
are human rights.
Yep.
And save lives, wear a mask.
Fuck yes.
So thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you soon.